We bring you live to a very warm Trojan Field in Ortonville, Minnesota, where tonight it is Sisseton Post 50 taking on Big Stone Post 229. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on Superstar Country B103. Michael Rosencrans with you in the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth. We're so glad to have you along here this evening for the first Call to Parts Napa pregame show. But before we get to anything else, let's pause to listen to the anthem here. National anthem has concluded. Resort broadcast booth for the first Call to Parts Napa pregame show. It'll be an abbreviated one as Big Stone's just taking the field right now. Connor Ohm, the starting pitcher for game number one for Big Stone. Big Stone coming in 8-5 on the season. Sisseton Post 50, on the other hand, comes in with a record of 10-4. Speaking with coaching staff for Sisseton before the game, they really talked to me about how this team seemed to found their mid-season groove. So mean regionals coming up at the end of the month for Sisseton Post 50 as well. So very exciting matchup for you tonight. Doubleheader, playing a traditional set. Let's take a look at starting lineups brought to you every game by 605 Design and Apparel. For Sisseton Post 50, they line up like this. Leading off and playing shortstop, Levi Nelson, followed by Carter Slope by Rowan Anderson, who's in right field. LJ Crooks will follow, batting sixth, playing center field. Bryson Hansen bats seventh, plays third base. Left field and batting eighth, Bradley Hansen, and Luke Nielsen plays second and bats ninth. Here from Trojan Field. So glad to have you along on a very hot Monday evening. 1-0. That one rides high. 2-0. Good hitters count already to Levi Nelson. Oh. That one finds a zone for a called strike. Umpires for tonight's game. Hunter Merritt behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Josh Mueller out on the base paths. 2-1. That one skips in the dirt. 3-1 the count. Okay. Sisseton once again coming with a record of 10-4 to begin this doubleheader this evening. Ohm from the windup, 3-1. That one rides high, leadoff walk for Levi Nelson to
pitcher Carter Stickland.
That'll bring up Carter Stickland. And just what the doctor ordered for Sisseton Post 50, Levi Nelson is aboard on second. Base won't nearly be in time as Nelson slides in safely with a stolen bag. That's just the kind of player Levi Nelson is. Gets on base, he is not afraid to steal. Runner in scoring position early for Sisseton. Delivery to Stickland. Finds the zone for a called strike. Hunter Merritt goes up with the right hand. 1-1 the count to Carter Stickland. We're scoreless in game number one. The top doing the pitching defensively for Sisseton Post 50 in this first game. Corey Peterson at first base, doing the base coaching. Manager Trent Nelson at third. Ohm working from the stretch now. Takes a look back at Nelson, throws back to second. 2-1 strike to Carter Stickland. Ohm working third base side of the rubber. 2-1. Little blue. And there's the first out of the inning for Sisseton Post 50. That'll bring up Max Darwin.
Up next,
Max Darwin getting ready to soon enough be taking his baseball talents. Here, first pitch to him. Rides in there for a strike. There goes Nelson. Throw down the third. Not in time. Nelson aboard third with another stolen base, his second in his first trip on base. Called strike, and it's 0-2. Good job by Ohm to work ahead of Max Darwin here. Ohm ready with the 0-2. On the way. Swing and a miss to the pitch in the dirt. It's a drop third. Good job by Ohm to go after Darwin on 3 pitches there. Made quick work of Max, and now that leaves it up to Kellen Remp to try and get Nelson in from third. Remp will be doing the catching defensively in this first game. Nelson with a monstrous lead at third. Line drive, base hit into center field. Out of Kindleberger. In to score comes Nelson. An RBI single for Kellen Remp on the first pitch. Sisseton post 50, strikes first.
Courtesy.
Remp not wasting any time.
Batting fifth, number 10, right fielder Rylan.
That'll bring up Rylan Anderson. As Nelson trots home from third. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Courtesy runner for Kellen Remp, by the way. That's J.J. Ham out there. So Ham on first with 2 outs. Sisseton has an early 1-0 lead on the Stilson Service scoreboard. And a throw back to first, and he's going to be tagged. No, they called him safe. J.J. Ham was well off the bag at first, and the throw beat him there. Tag looked like to beat him too. Umpire Josh Mueller called him safe. That was awfully close. Big lead again for Ham at first. There he goes. 0-1, swung on and missed. Skips in the dirt. No throw down the second, and Anderson behind in the count. Ohm looking to limit the damage. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Anderson on the low fastball. Second strikeout. Scoring with an RBI single plating Levi Nelson. Sisseton post 50 in his early 1-0 lead. Let's go to the bottom of the first. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Check them out on Facebook.
Woodland Cabinetry in Sisseton. We don't just build cabinets, we build futures. As an employee-owned company, every team member has a stake in our success. That means more pride in the work, more dedication to quality, and more reason to go that and see what employee ownership really looks like.
Bottom one here from Trojan Field in Ortonville, Minnesota. Sisseton post 50. Lead. Now it's time for Big Stone post 229 to see and show what they got on the offensive side. They line up like this. Leading off and playing third base, Braxton Brandwright, followed by Ashton Sletton out in Aiden Nelson, followed by Avier Hughes, who's batting sixth and playing second base. After him is Chase Lovgren, batting seventh and playing center field, and right field and batting eighth, Steven Hernandez, batting ninth and playing. Braxton Brandwright, the first to face Carter Stickland on the mound for game number 1. We'll get to the starting defense behind him in out of play. Starting defense behind Stickland goes like this. Bradley Hansen, LJ Crooks, Rylan Anderson from left to right field. Bryson Hansen, Levi Nelson, Luke Nielsen. Right, Anderson moving over, still moving over, but it's Crooks who calls him off and makes the catch. A couple of pitches results in the first out. But it was Crooks calling him off. Stickland's delivery to Sletton misses up high for ball 1. Josh Haugen waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by missed. Couldn't catch up to the heat there from Stickland. 1-1. Stickland quick to work here. Working from the windup. Sisseton, and it's 1-2. Sisseton behind in the count. Stickland looking to make quick work of him. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball. Got a swing and miss. First strike. 2 down. Strikeouts brought to you every game by Lake Traverse Resort.
Setting third, first base.
That's going to bring up Josh Haugen, righty left field. 3 arranging over Nelson. Big collision out in left field. Nelson able to get the ball in left. As scary as a collision as you can get. All players who were hit are up. Manager Trent Bestlin, though, not taking any chances. He is running out there to check on all the guys who were in as you can get it. Now he's going out to left field to check on Bradley Hansen out there in left field. Haugen is on second base, and Hansen looks to be okay as well as manager Trent Bestlin jogs off. Oh my goodness, that's one way to get the heart rate. A scary, scary collision out and left. So Haugen is aboard on second after that collision. A runner in scoring position. That's going to bring up Connor Ohm. Righty. Stickland from the stretch. Fly ball toward left field. That's deep. Going back. Hansen still going back. And it's off the base of the wall. Rounding third, heading home is Haugen. He'll score without a throw. Ohm cruises into second with an RBI double. And Ohm has squared this game at 1. Courtesy runner is going to be Nick Hoffman, who takes his spot at second. So Ohm with that RBI double. Plays right behind him. Hoffman rounding third, heading home. He'll score without a throw. Back-to-back RBI base hits for Big Stone. Post 229. They have the first lead of the game. They retake the lead, I should say, 2-1. Anytime as well. He's aboard with an RBI single. Hoffman comes from second to home. 2-1. Big Stone post 229. We'll get another courtesy runner for Aiden Nelson.
6, number 8, second baseman, Xavier Hughes.
Sawyer Hornings out there as the courtesy runner. Inning continues. That's going to bring up Xavier Hughes. Sixth man to the plate. Line drive, slicing left field line, foul. Big Stone post 229 staying aggressive here this evening, and so far that aggressiveness has played them 2 runs. First run came on that collision in left by Levi Nelson and Bradley Hansen. Super, super glad to see both of them okay. 0-1. Off speed, drops in the zone for a called strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. 2-1. 2-0-2. Grounded towards third, under the glove, and under the glove of Levi Nelson as well. That'll trickle into left field. It was a routine ground ball. Hansen went to field it. Went under his glove. Nelson went to try and field it. Also went under his glove.
7, number 9, center.
That's 3. Make that 4 base hits in a row for Big Stone post 229. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Chase Lovgren. First pitch to Lovgren misses low for ball 1. That's what Big Stone wants to do, make Stickland work here, and he has so far. Swing and a miss on the fastball. The throw looked like it beat Hughes back to first, but way to slide back in head first. Stickland leans in, gets a sign from Remp, and comes set, working third base side. Finds the lower part of the zone for a called strike, and it's 1-2. So once again, 2-strike count here for Stickland, looking to get out and limit the damage. 1-2. Fastball, swing and a miss. Ugly hack at that one. However, Big Stone posts 229 on 4 consecutive base hits, plate 2, and they lead 2-1 after 1. Let's go to the top of the second, back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Sisseton Livestock Auction, always a proud supporter of all high school activities, including the arts, speech, sports, and music. All classes provide a very important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good luck in your game from everyone at the Sisseton Livestock Auction.
Spring is here, and so are the savings at First Call Auto Parts Napa. Right now, get 10% off select lawn and garden and marine batteries. Perfect for powering up your mower or getting your boat ready for the water. And don't forget your ride. Gear up for big savings on car care accessories with everything you need to clean, shine, and protect your vehicle.
Every time Sisseton Post 50 gets a hit this game, $5 will be donated to a sponsorship for the Roberts County National Night Out, courtesy of Coteau Valley Federal Credit in Sisseton. Score is 2-1 after 1. 4 consecutive base hits for Big Stone Post 229. They were able to plate 2 runs, so they have retaken the lead over Sisseton Post 50, 2-1. Ohm back to off against LJ Crooks, who swings and misses at a low off-speed pitch. 0-1. Great to see LJ Crooks back in the lineup hitting. He's been dealing with back tightness that's really prevented him from hitting. Swing and a miss at another pitch in the dirt, and quickly to LJ Crooks. Ohm's got such a solid off-speed pitch that he can really make work. 0-2. Grounded, weakly foul, third base. More than likely Stickland, and word is Kellen Remp might get the start in game 2. Swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball. Crooks couldn't catch up. One up, one down. That's going to bring up Bryson Hansen. 2-1 our score in the top of the second from Trojan Field in Ortonville, Minnesota. The Frames right now. 1-0 finds the zone. Middle for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Ohm quick to work on him. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Back to the fastball. Hansen couldn't catch up to it. Great fastball. Good off speed for Connor Ohm. He's mixing them up really well. 2-2. Off speed. Flied out towards center field. Coming on in is Lovgren. Won't be able to get there. That falls for a base hit. Bryson Hansen is aboard and hit the ball game for Sisseton Post 50. That's going to bring up Bradley Hansen. Took the brunt of that collision last half inning out in left field. Great to see that he's okay. First pitch to Hansen, finds his zone for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Bryson Hansen on first, Bradley Hansen at the plate. Their last Bradley Hansen with a knee. Throw back to first, and Bryson Hansen back in there safely. Taking you around the ballpark here at Trojan Field. 352 out to dead center late. Off the leg protector of Aiden Nelson there, and it's 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the second. Sisseton Post 50 trails 2-1 on the base side of the rubber, leans in, gets a sign from Nelson and sets. Checks the runner at first. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Flat-footed flail there for Bradley Hansen. He goes down on strikes. 4 strikeouts on the night for Connor Ohm. Luke Nielsen slotted in the number 9 spot this evening. Said he's been seeing and hitting the ball really well. Hoping to provide a spark in this top half of the second. Looks at a strike. Middle. 0-1. Hansen still on first with 2 gone in the top of the second. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Ohm's working for him tonight, and it's 0-2. He's quick to work on Nielsen. 0-2. Off speed, drop third, Nielsen charging down to first, but Nelson throws down to first to complete the strikeout. Fifth strike and 2-1. Big Stone leads Sisseton back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Dakota Connection C-Store. On your way to the game or coming home from the game, stop at Dakota Connection C-Store for the snacks and drinks everyone wants. And you can top off the tank. Dakota Connection C-Store. Open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Friendly smiles and area teams have a great season. Dakota Connection.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home. Your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address due. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in venturecom.net.
1.5 in the books. Let's go to the bottom of the second here from Trojan Field. Carter Sticklin back to work. He faces 8, 9, and 1. Sticklin working from the windup. First pitch to Hernandez. Leans out of the way of the fastball. 1-0 the count. After Sisseton post 50 struck first, it's still 2-1. Been that way since the first. 1-0. Fastball rides high again. 2-0 the count. Sticklin's always been big leader on this team, hoping to lead the defense to a quick inning. Fastball finds the bottom rail, and it's 2-1. Sticklin from the windup, 2-1. Swung on and missed. Went back to the fastball. Couldn't catch up to it. 2-2. Sticklin has both toes facing towards the plate as he slowly works into his windup. Big stride and fires home. Ball missed inside. Very, very close, but not called. It's 3-2. Hernandez worked the count full. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. It's Nash Kindleberger. Grounded back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Steven Hernandez. So Big Stone left off after having 4 consecutive base hits in that first half of the inning. They start the second inning with yet another hit. That'll bring up Nash Kindleberg. 1 pitch for the first out of this second inning.
Number 3, third baseman.
That'll bring up the top. Trojan Field, and it is a hot one outside today. Off speed in the dirt, good block by Kellen Remp. Some storms moved through the area this morning, and when it heated up, it's pretty bad. Everybody needing to stay hydrated this evening. Fastball fouled straight back to the netting. Sticklin evens the count at 1-1. 1 out in the bottom. Board on first. 2-1 Big Stone leads. Sticklin works from the stretch. 1-1. Grounded towards third. Grabbed by Hansen. Fires to second for 1. Relay to first. Stretched out, but could not get the speedy Brandright over on first, so they get the put out at second. There's 2 away. Hernandez is retired on the and Brandright is aboard on the fielder's choice. That brings up Ashton Sletton. Runner on first, 2 away this time. Sletton struck out his first time up. Sticklin's first of 2 strikeouts this evening so far. 0-1, high chopper to third, snagged by Hansen, but foul. Ahead in the count, 0-2. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Big Stone leads 2-1 over Sisseton post 50. Sticklin leans in, gets the sign, he's ready. 0-2. Ball swung on and missed. Down goes Sletton for the second time. That's the 3rd strikeout for Sticklin, and the side is retired. No runs for Big Stone. the second after they got blanked in the top half. Let's go to the top of the third. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Headed out on the top quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your game day snacks, hot coffee, or a quick bite, and stock the cooler with ice cold drink. Hitting the lake, Dilson Service has live bait and fishing supplies too. Local, your one-stop for gas, gear, and good times.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal accent. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports.
We're through two in game number 1 of 2 this evening. Here in Ortonville, Levi Nelson strides back to the plate against Connor Ohm, who's pitched really, really well here tonight so far. After surrendering that early first run, he is hunkered down and has settled in really, really nicely. Nelson walked his first time up, had 2 stolen bases, and was plated on that RBI single by Kellen Remp back in the first. Has a 2-0 count, the pitch. That misses high. 3-0, so 3 straight balls for Connor Ohm to start in this one. Has to shake it off a little bit. A little frustrated in himself with the body language out there. 3-0. Taken all the way, up high again, a 4. Exactly how it started in the first inning. Carter Stickwin now to the plate. Soft pop out to third his last time up as he digs into the backside. Pitch, fastball rides high, ball 1.
Find me, kid. Here we go.
Nelson knows how to get big leads on first. Those base running leads could be detrimental. Nelson. 1-1. Nobody gone in the top of the third. Sisseton post 50 trails 2-1. Stickwin's ready as he wiggles that bat over the right shoulder. There goes Nelson in there for a strike. Throw down the second. Not in time. That skips towards center field, but good job by Kindleberger to back him up. Nelson with his 3rd stolen base of the count to Carter Stickwin. It's got a big gap between first and second. 1-2. Fouled off behind the plate. Just got a piece of it. Pitch had a lot of movement on the way down, but Stickwin just able to fight it off and stay with it. It remains 1-2. Ohm works third base side of the rubber, leans in, gets the sign. Again, the 1-2. That rides outside. Count evens at 2 apiece. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. It's Max Dowling who waits on deck. Ohm holds the glove above the belt. 2-2. In the dirt. Good block by Aiden Nelson behind the plate. 3-2. Stickwin's worked it full. Has a runner in scoring position with Levi Nelson on second base. Ohm toes the rubber again, working third base side. He's ready to go. The break even. Popped up in the air. Short, shallow right field. Running on over that. Drops into fair territory for a fair ball. Hernandez tried to get it. He couldn't, and Stickwin hustles on to second on that. But either way, Nelson goes to third. And there's 2 in scoring position.
Number 3, first baseman, Max Dowling.
That brings up Max Dowling. What an opportunity here. 2 in scoring position for Max Dowling. First pitch to him. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 1. Dowling in a big spot right here. Next pitch swung on and missed. Dropped the floor on him there that time, and it's 0-2. Lovgren, he won't be able to get it. It's down for a base hit. Nelson scores. Dowling takes a big turn and holds at first base. An RBI single. We are deadlocked at 2. For Nelson to score. Stickwin goes to third. Sisseton post 50 has him cornered still with nobody out. That'll bring up Kellen Remp. Righty-lefty matchup. Ohm to Remp. There goes Dowling from first, and there will be no throw, so Dowling makes it to second on indifference. And Once again, 2 in scoring position. Down for a base hit. Stickwin scores. The windmill's on for Darwin. The throw comes into short, and that's where it'll be cut off. A 2-run single for Kellen Remp as he Remp gets the job done again. What a night he's had so far. 2 for 2.
Running for Remp.
And he has 3
JJ Ham.
runs on the night so far. 3 RBIs on the night so far, I should say. JJ Ham out there as courtesy runner for Kellen Remp. And we'll get time called on the field as the entire infield comes in to have a discussion with Connor Ohm, who's pitched great here so far. Throughout that first inning, only gave up the 1.
Batting fifth, number 10, right fielder, Rylan Anderson.
And now he's given up 3 in the third. Here's Rylan Anderson. Still nobody out in the top of the third. Ham, the courtesy runner, on first. First pitch to Anderson. That one finds the bottom rail for a called strike.
Here we go.
Sisseton post 50, looking to keep their foot on the gas. 0-1, grounded in a high chop to short, gobbled up by Kindleberger, flips to second for 1, relay to first in the dirt, picked and got him! Double play there, turned by Big Stone, 6-4-3 on the putout, and there are 2 big outs.
Batting sixth, number 8, center fielder, LJ Crooks.
That'll bring up LJ Crooks. Quickly, 2 gone now in the top of the third. LJ takes the first pitch, and that hits him. Just grazed him on the jersey. And Crooks is aboard with the hit by pitch. Connor Ohm didn't seem too happy about it. Home plate umpire Hunter Merritt says yes, it did indeed hit him. That brings up Bryson Hansen. 7th man to the plate this inning. Throw back to first. And getting after a 1-run first. Flied in the air, deep left field, going back Slutton, still going back. It's over his head, and it goes all the way to the wall. Rounding third. Pulls into second with an RBI double. 5-2 Sisseton.
Here we go, kid. You got this, bud.
To left. And make it a 4-run third inning for Sisseton post 50 with 2 gone. First pitch fastball misses high. It goes completely over the glove of Nelson. So trotting over to third is Bryson Hansen on the wild pitch. And this is where Sisseton post 50 is just so good. When they get into a groove and they can hit the ball, they really put the pressure on the defense. Hansen on third, and Bradley Hansen has a 1-0 count to his name. The pitch, swing and a miss, a flat-footed flail on the fastball, and it's 1-1. 2 gone in the top of the third, 5-2 Sisseton post 50, 1-1. Lined foul, look out over there for Corey Peterson at first as he doing his best Neo impersonation. It's like he's in the Matrix. Just nonchalantly scooted over to his left to get out of the way. Ohm steps off to recollect himself, and he's ready to go. 1-2. Flied in the air, center field, going back under it, makes the catch. The side is retired, but not before 4 runs are plated for Sisseton post 50. They lead 5-2 after 2.5. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country.
Traverse Electric Cooperative has been powering our rural tri-state area for generations, and now their commitment goes beyond reliable, affordable electricity. They're here with professional electrician services too, from installations and repair, generator installs, and new building projects. Quality service, hometown values, and a team you can trust. Call Traverse Electric Cooperative today, working together to keep our communities connected.
In people helping people. That means putting you first. As your local community-based credit union, they're here to serve your financial needs with personal service and trusted solutions. Visit the remodeled office, use the 24-hour ATM, swing by the drive-up window, or stop inside during business hours. Whatever works for you. Caddo Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help. Call or visit today and see how they can improve more than a customer, your family. Caddo Valley Federal Credit Union, local, trusted, here for you.
Bottom of third here from Trojan Field. 5 by Josh Haugen. Haugen, Ohm, and Nelson do up. 3, 4, and 5. For Big Stone Post 229. Again, we apologize for the YouTube side of things. Might be seeing a noticeable drop in frames on a single his last time up. Looking to get aboard for the second time tonight. 3-1. Grounded weakly towards short. Nelson comes in a couple steps, has it, fires to first in time to get the speedy Haugen. 1 up and 1 down in the bottom of the third. That brings up Connor Ohm. Ohm with a powerful double in that first inning to bring home one of the runs for Big Stone Post 229. A lot of power in this bat. First pitch to Ohm, fastball, high, ball 1. Ohm's given up 5 runs this evening. Swing and a miss on the off speed. Was ready for it. Was early on it.
Here you go, bud.
1-1 the count to Ohm. Stick one fires. That one misses inside. Stick one with a little smile on the mound. That one did not miss by much. He's ready to go again. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Went back to that same spot where Ohm swung and missed. Got the same result. Low and away. 2-2 to Ohm. Stickland quick to work on him from the windup. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball and sped him up. Ohm goes down on strikes, and there's 2 up and 2 down. Strikeouts brought to you by Lake Traverse Resort. That's the 4th strikeout of the evening for Carter Stickland.
Pitcher Aiden Nelson.
That brings up Aiden Nelson. Trying to jumpstart the offense in this home half of the third. Stickland's first delivery is outside for ball 1. Sisseton Post 50, 2 doubleheaders coming up this week. This one and on Thursday. Off speed. Drops down in the zone for a called strike. Thursday they'll play their storied rival Millbank Post 9. 1-1. Off speed finds the outer edge for a called strike, and it's 1-2. Stickland's got that off speed working in rhythm now. He's got 1-2, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Grounded weakly towards first, but foul. We'll do the 1-2 again. 2 runs on 4 hits for Big Stone Post 229 and 5 runs on 6 hits for Sisseton Post 50. The pitch. That misses outside. Count even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. 5-2 Sisseton. The pitch. Off speed, foul, back to the netting. Just getting a piece of it was Nelson. Reached on his single his last time up, was left at second back in the first inning. Stickland ready to work again. 2-2. Fastball rides high. Nelson's worked the count full. Avier Hughes waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. Stickland quick to work. Payoff. in there for strike 3. Nelson goes down looking on the off-speed. 5 strikeouts in a 1-2-3 inning for Stickland and Sisseton post 50. Let's go to the top of the 4th. 5-2 Sisseton post 50 leads. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
The Sisseton Dental Clinic is proud to provide a state-of-the-art facility for the highest quality dental care available. It is one of their top priorities to protect the well-being of our valued patients. For this reason, Dr. John Weber and the staff meets and surpasses all OSHA and CDC standards. You will feel right at home in their office as they welcome all patients as family. The Sisseton Dental Clinic. Friendly staff, beautiful smiles, and a welcoming environment.
Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness Center was established in 1999. They provide state-of-the-art exercise equipment in a quality, safe, and professional environment. They have personal trainers and a registered dietitian available and have daily classes with challenges in walking and running clubs. Now offering 24-hour access to all local residents. Call 698-3922 and get fit and healthy again. Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness is proud to support all area high school athletics.
We've played 3 in Game 1. Top 4 coming up at Trojan Field in Ortonville, Minnesota. Michael Rosencrans in the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth. So glad to have you along on a steamy Monday, June 29th. Rounding out the month of June before we know it.
Second baseman Luke Nielsen.
Luke Nielsen set to lead off this top of the 4th. Nielsen, Nelson, Stickland. Connor Ohm back to work after a tough third inning where he gave up 4. First pitch to Nielsen, swing and a miss. Ugly looking swing for Nielsen on the fastball. 0-1. 5 strikeouts on the night as well for Connor Ohm. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him. And it's 0-2. Nielsen struck out his first time up against Ohm. Looking to protect with 2 strikes. The pitch. That rides high. Good take by Nielsen. And it's 1-2. Ohm from the windup. 1-2. Fastball rides well high. Back to the netting. Count evens at 2-2. Wouldn't blame Ohm one bit. Starting to feel a little sweaty hands from being in the heat out there. Ohm ready to go. 2-2. That one skips in the dirt. And he's worked the count full. Yeah, you can see him shaking that right hand, trying to get all the sweat off of his hand and try and regrip that baseball where he feels comfortable. Ohm's ready. 3-2. Fastball, drop third. Nielsen trots over to first, and Nelson throws down to first to complete the strikeout. So Nielsen down on strikes for the second time tonight. 1 up and 1 down.
Number 12, shortstop Levi Nelson.
That'll bring up the top of the order again. Levi Nelson to the plate now. Up for the 3rd time today. First pitch to Levi in the dirt, ball 1. Nelson's reached twice, both on the walk. And both times, he's made the trip around the bases and scored. 1-0. Fastball rides high, ducking out of the way is Nelson. Good hitters count, 2-0. Carter Stickland waits on deck. 2-0. Fly towards center, ranging back is Lovgren. A couple steps, camping under it, battling the sun. Reaches up and makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down. In the top of the 4th, that brings up Carter Stickland. Nelson retired for the first time tonight. Stickland saunters up to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight. Single and a pop-out.
And pitching, Carter Stickland.
Stickland up for his 3rd plate appearance of the night. First pitch to Stickland misses just a little bit low for ball 1.
Here we go, kids.
Ohm looking to get out of this inning. No damage done. 1-0. Lined in the right. That's going to get through for a base hit past the outstretched glove of Haugen. A 2-out knock for Stickwind. The inning remains alive. Second hit of the night for Stickwind. He's now 2 for 3. Good night for Carter. That brings up Max Darwin. Darwin also 1 for 2. A single and a strikeout so far. Darwin had a home run earlier this season. There goes Stickwind from first. First pitch up high, throw down to second is not in time. Throw came ahead of second, and Stickwind's aboard with a stolen base. 5-2 Sisseton post 50. He's been that way since the third. Runner in scoring position for Darwin with 2 outs. 1-0. Grounded in a high chop to short. Gobbled up by Kindleberger, not having to move. Fires across to first. Good stretch at first by Haugen to get the out. And no, they're saying he's safe. Pulled him off the bag.
Oh, I was going to start playing music. Okay.
Haugen thought he had the out. I certainly thought he was out. But then again, down on the base path, Josh Mueller's a lot closer than I am. So Darwin is aboard on first on the low throw. And that brings up Kellen Remp. Runners at the corners, 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Kellen Remp's had a great night so far, 2 for 2. Looking to do even more. Throw back to third, and Stickwind gets back in there safely. Don't really see a lot of pitchers these days trying the pickoff attempt to third. Stickwind with a pretty sizable lead, though. Darwin with a sizable lead himself at first. Ohm checks on Darwin. First pitch to Remp, misses upstairs for ball 1. Both Stickwind and Darwin are sort of just jitterbugging and dancing around on the base pass, making Ohm think about it. The 1-0. Grounded towards first. Haugen has that. He'll take it himself to first, step on the bag, and the side is retired. So, to get on, but cannot come home for Sisseton post 50 as they are scoreless in the fourth. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth. 5-2 Sisseton leads Big Stone post 229. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
At Dakota Bank, we're proud to be a state-chartered bank with the flexibility to meet your needs and the heart to invest where it matters most, right here at home. Through our Give Where We Live initiative, we're committed to making a positive impact in the communities we serve. From banking and insurance to mortgage and trust services, Dakota Bank is here for customers who value strong, lasting financial relationships, and as always, we're proud supporters of high school sports. Best of luck to all teams. We're cheering you on. When life gives your car a tough break, count on Sealant Auto Body in Sisseton to get you back on the road fast. From minor dings to major collision repairs, their experienced team delivers top-quality workmanship with the kind of hometown service you can trust. Dan and the crew at Sealant Auto Body take pride in doing the job right, so you can drive away with confidence. Find them on East Highway 10 in Sisseton. Sealant Auto Body, where quality and care comes standard.
Halfway home in this one. We've played 3.5 into the bottom of the fourth in this first of 2 contests between Sisseton post 50 and Big Stone post 229. 5-2, Sisseton leads Big Stone. It's been that way since the third inning. After a 1-run first inning, Big Stone eventually retook the lead in that first by responding with 2 runs of their own to make it 2-1. And since then, a big 4-run third inning for Sisseton post 50, and it's been 5-2 since the third. Stickwind back to work on the mound, and he'll be facing 6, 7, and 8. Avier Hughes, Chase Lofgren, Steven Hernandez. As Stickwind is ready to work, and his first pitch to Hughes rides high for ball 1. Hughes singled his last time up, 1 for 1 today. 1-0. Off-speed lined, caught by Levi Nelson right at short. Barely had to move, just a little hop up to grab it. And there's the first out of the inning. That brings up Chase Lofgren.
Number 9, center fielder Chase Lofgren.
Struck out his first time up. Stickland fires, swing and a miss on the fastball, 0-1. Infield, outfield, relatively normal depth for Lovgren. Swing and a miss, pulled the string on him there, and it's 0-2. It's a dynamic 1-2 punch. Start out with a fastball, then pull the string. How about the third delivery? The strike 2 went back to the fastball, missed high though, ball 1. Lovgren still behind in the count, 1-2. Here it is. That rides outside, 2-2. Count evens for Chase. Looking to get the offense going for Big Stone. 2-2. Skied in the air. Shallow onto the outfield. Nelson racing back, calling Nielsen off. He'll make the over-the-shoulder catch. Nice play from Nelson at short. And there's 2 up and 2 down.
Number 30, right fielder, Steven Hernandez.
That brings up Steven Hernandez. Righty-righty matchup, Stickland to Hernandez. 1 for 1 on the night is Hernandez. Singled his last time up. First pitch to Steven is outside for ball 1. Steven sporting that sort of like lime green, almost yellow bat in the batter's box. That one misses low. 2-0 the count to Hernandez. Good hitters count to Steven. Stickland trying to work back into the zone here. 2-0. Inside, backing out of the way is Steven, and it's 3-0. Stickland starting to wipe the sweat off his hand. Try and see if he can re-grip the baseball. 3-0, swinging away, grounded weakly to third. And misplayed by Hansen. There's going to be no play. Hansen tried to charge it. Did not play it cleanly. It went right past him, overplayed it. And because of that, Hernandez is aboard for the second time tonight. There's still 2 gone, a runner on. That brings up Nash Kindleberger. Stickland now working from the stretch. First pitch. Fastball outside. Remp takes a look down at first. 1-0. Big Stone, post 229. Home grays, white numerals outlined in green with block lettering along the back of the jerseys. Foul back and out of play. Sisseton post 50. Their road blues, breaking out the blues for the first time this season. One sleeve having the red and white stripes of the American flag, the other sleeve having the blue background and the white stars. 1-1. Off-speed grounded sharply to third, under the glove of Hansen into left field for a base hit. Runners go station to station, and 2 are aboard with 2 out. That'll turn the lineup card over once again to Braxton Brandwright.
Number 3, third baseman.
Up for the 3rd time today. 3rd trip beginning through the order for Big Stone post 229. First pitch to Brandwright. That catches the bottom rail for a called strike. Hunter Merritt goes up with the right hand. Stickland works third base side of the rubber. The 0-1. Fastball misses high. Or did he call that a strike? He did. Looked to be a little high from my vantage point, but I stand corrected. It's a strike. The 0-2. Foul back to the netting. Staying alive is Braxton Brandwright. Fly to center his first time up. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd. Again, the 0-2. Flied in the air, slicing down the left field line, and that will run foul. It was in the vicinity of Hansen out in left field. He could not catch up to it, and instead of the 3rd out, the at-bat remains alive for Braxton Brandwright. 5-2, Sisseton post 50 leads. Brandwright, one big swing, though, could change the game. Stickland's ready. 0-2. Lined into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runners go station to station. Stop sign on for everybody. The inning remains alive as 3 straight hits. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Great pieces of 2-out hitting here for Big Stone post 229. And they have a big opportunity here as Ashton Sletton strides to the plate. 0 for 2 on the night, struck out both times. Stickwin looking to limit the get out of the jam here. First pitch, swing and a miss. Went with the off-speed first and a flail of a swing for Sisseton. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball rides high, 1-1 the count to Sisseton. Hernandez on third, Kindleberger on second, Brandreit on first. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. 1-1. At one misses just outside. Stickwin does not like the call. 2-1. He's quick to work on Sisseton. 2-1. Off speed, high and inside. 3-1. No place to put him for Sisseton post 50. 3-1, 2 outs, bases loaded. Stickwin's got to find the zone here. He's ready. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Reared back and fired home the fastball. And it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Bases loaded. Stickwin trying to work out of the jam.
Be smart ones.
Payoff. Swing and a miss. Sisseton goes down on strikes. Stickwin's out of the jam on his 6th strikeout of the night. Big Stone post 229 threatens, but leaves them loaded in the fourth. Let's go to the top of the fifth. 5-2 Sisseton back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Need printing, office supplies, or want to turn your favorite memories into beautiful canvas prints? Stop by the Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. From business cards, flyers, posters, forms, banners, and programs to just about anything on paper, we have the printing services you need. Plus, we carry office supplies and can turn your favorite photos into beautiful custom canvas prints for your home or office. Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. We do more than a weekly newspaper. Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have a great selection of Sisseton Redmond apparel in store. Whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Check them out on Facebook today.
To the top of the fifth we go from Trojan Field in Ortonville, Minnesota. Carter Stickwin works out of the jam. First real trouble of the night. Leaves him loaded. Rylan Anderson leads off against Connor Ohm. Back to work. It'll be Anderson, Crooks, Bryson Hansen due up, which is 5, 6, and 7 in the order for manager Trent Bestland. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the fastball. 1-1. Anderson 0 for 2, strikeout, and grounded into a double play back in the third. Here's the 1-1. And the dirt goes to the backstop. Nobody on the base paths to worry about, though. 2-1 the count to Rylan Anderson. Where's that black arm sleeve on his right arm? Also tapes the right wrist as well. 2-1, fastball rides outside. 3-1 the count to Rylan Anderson. LJ Crooks waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. This fifth inning brought to you by Venture Communications. 3-1. Up high, ball 4, a 5-pitch walk for Rylan Anderson. He's aboard for the first time tonight. So Anderson's aboard with nobody out to lead things off. Here's LJ Crooks. Strikeout and a hit by pitch this evening for LJ. One of the runs scored back in the third. First pitch to him. In the dirt, good stop by Nelson behind the plate. 1-0 the count to LJ Crooks. Sisseton looking to conserve LJ Crooks' arm. Shouldn't expect to see him pitch this evening. 1-0. Grounded. Weakly towards third. Gobbled up by Brandreit. Bobbles it. Stays with it. Fires to first, but not in time. Brandreit couldn't get a clean handle on it, and that's all Crooks needed to scoot down to first. Anderson goes up to second, and the first two are aboard with nobody out. That brings up Bryson Hansen.
Here we go, kid.
So once again, Connor Ohm in some early trouble to begin the fifth inning. First pitch to Hansen in the dirt. Good stop by Nelson. 1-0 the count. Bryson with a single and a double this evening. Halfway to the cycle. 1-0. Fastball right down Broadway for a called strike. Sun's been shining on Trojan Field all night long. That heat has not ceased out there. 1-1 misses high. Count is 2-1 to Bryson Hansen. Olm stepping off, taking time to collect himself here, and now he's ready to go. Working third base side of the rubber, holds the glove above the belt. 2 on. In the dirt again. Good. Stop by Nelson again. 3-1. Could be some fatigue starting to set in for Connor Olm. He's quick to work on Hansen. 3-1. That one finds his own for a called strike. Olm fills the count at 3-2. Nobody out. 2 on for Sisseton post 50 in his top of the 5th. They still lead 5-2. The break even. Fouled back and out of play. Way to fight off the fastball was Bryson Hansen. He remains alive. Hansen digs back in. Big open stance. Wiggles that bat slightly over the right shoulder. Again, a 3-2. High pop-up in on the infield. Coming in is Haugen from first, but it's Olm who calls everybody off, makes the catch. And there's the first out of the inning. And we'll get a pinch hitter here for Bradley Hansen. That's going to be J.J. Ham.
Pinch hitting for Bradley Hansen is number 5, J.J. Ham.
So Ham gets his first plate appearance of the evening. He is 2 on, 1 out here. Fouled back to the fencing. To the netting, I should say. 0-1 the count to J.J. Ham. Seen a couple times already on as a courtesy runner, but now his first plate appearance. The strike 1. Off speed, finds the zone for a called strike, and it's 0-2. 2 on, 1 out in the top of the 5th. Olm looking to make quick work of Ham. 0-2. Fastball misses outside. Did not miss by much. 1-2 the count to J.J. Ham. Still behind in the count as he digs into the far side of that right-handed batter's box. Wiggles that bat over the right shoulder. 1-2. Off speed, rides high. Count evens at 2-2. Olm leans in, gets a sign from Nelson, and sets. 2-2. Up high with the fastball. Ham fills the count at 3-2. And this would be a heck of an at-bat if Ham were to reach. After starting out 0-2, he's worked it full. Olm's ready. The payoff. In the dirt. And Ham is aboard with a walk. Bases are loaded for Sisseton post 50. That is a heck of an at-bat for J.J. Ham. Starting out 0-2, able to make Olm work, and he draws the walk. Bases loaded, 1 out. That'll prompt a visit here from Arvin Mueller out on the mound for an official mound visit. Don't quite see an indication yet if he is to make the change. Entire infield is in, though. Just past the 7 o'clock hour here on Superstar Country B103, where you're listening to American Legion Baseball on 102.9 FM, KBWS, Sisseton, Britton, Webster. Olm will remain on the mound. Arvin Mueller trying to settle him down out there. He's once again in a jam. Bases loaded, 1 out in the top of the 5th. Brings up the number 9 guy, Luke Nielsen. Struck out twice today. What an opportunity for him here. Infield is in to face Nielsen. First pitch to him. Fastball high, ball 1. Anderson on third. Crooks on second. Bradley Hansen on first. I should say J.J. Ham on first, I beg your pardon. In the dirt. Good stop by Nelson. Runner staying put. Good hitters count 2-0 to Luke Nielsen. Coaching staff put him in the lineup because they say they've said Luke's been seeing the ball and hitting the ball really well. 2-0. Foul back to the netting. Nielsen still ahead in the count, 2-1. One gone in the top of the fifth. Sisseton post 50 leads 5-2 on the Stilson service scoreboard. Nielsen trying to deliver big. 2-1 in the dirt. Good block by Nelson again. 3-1 once again. Nowhere to put him. Bases loaded, one out in the top of the fifth. Ohm with a 3-1 count to Luke Nielsen. Infield once again is in. Ohm toes the rubber. He's ready to go, working from the windup. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Reared back on the fastball. Nielsen couldn't catch up to it. 3-2. Great job by Ohm to get back in the count. He's quick to work on Nielsen here. Break even. At one, just low, much to the chagrin of Big Stone post 229. Connor Ohm had some choice words for home plate umpire Hunter Mueller, but a run comes home. It's 6-2, Sisseton post 50.
Top of the order, number 12, Levi Nelson.
That brings up Levi Nelson, top of the order here for manager Trent Bestland. Ohm's first pitch to Levi, off speed.
All day. Here we go.
That's the bottom rail for a called strike. 0-1 the count to Levi. Bases remain loaded. One out in the top of the fifth. Strike one in the dirt. That gets away from Nelson, but not far enough to where any runners can advance. Instead, the count's 1-1. Sisseton post 50 is scored in all of the innings that are odd numbered. Fastball rides high. 2-1 the count to Levi Nelson. Nelson's reached twice today. The only time he was retired was back in the fourth inning on that fly out to center. Foul backing out of play towards the parking lot. Count evens at 2-2. Ohm at 90, that was pitch number 100 for Ohm. There's a pitch limit of 105 in American Legion Baseball. 2-2. Off speed, outside, 3-2. Same scenario, infield in, nowhere to put him. Nelson's reached twice on the walk this evening. Ohm trying to not let that happen for a third time. 3-2. Grounded back up the middle into center field for a base hit. One run scores. Stop sign on for everybody. An RBI single for Nelson. 7-2. Sisseton post 50. So Crook scores from third. Everybody else goes station to station. Hanson on third. Ham on third. Nielsen on second. Nelson on first. This will certainly be the last few pitches that we'll see from Connor Ohm. First pitch misses for ball one to Carter Stickland. That was pitch number 103. Here's 104 in there for a strike. And this should be Ohm's last pitch of the evening on the 1-1 count, as he will hit the limit of 105. And here it is. That one misses inside. Let's pitch 105. Ohm's still out there, though. This could be his last hitter, though. Might be allowed to finish the hitter. Misses up high. 3-1 the count to Carter Stickland. He's reached twice today, twice in a single. 2 for 3 on the night. He is a 3-1 count. Nowhere to put him again. Sisseton scored all their runs via the bases loaded walk so far. 3-1. It dots the bottom rail for a called strike, and it's 3-2. Ohm trying to get a big second out in this top of the fifth. Sisseton looking to bring another one home. 3-2. Foul backing out of play. Good fight here by Stickland. Olm started out really solid in the first parts of this game, and as fatigue wore on, Sisseton kept their foot on the gas. 3-2, fouled back and out of play again. Good fight here between Stickwind and Olm.
Here we go, bud. Win it.
Reminder to return all foul balls to the concession stand.
$4 coins.
Olm once again working from the windup. The pitch, fouled back up. Nelson trying to retrieve it. He won't. He runs out of room as that goes out of play again.
Hey, win it, Connor. Here we go, bud.
110 pitches for Connor Olm. Still has a 3-2 count to Carter Stickwind. Again, the 3-2. Grounded foul, third base side. Will do the 3-2 once again. Who's going to win this battle, Olm or Stickwind? 3-2, one out in the top of the fifth. Bases remain loaded. 7-2, Sisseton post 50. Olm's ready to go. Once again, the payoff. Outside, he walked him. Another run comes home, 8-2, Sisseton post 50. And that's going to prompt another visit from Arvin Mueller. That'll be the end of the night for Connor Olm. As Stickwind reaches on the walk, he's aboard for the third time tonight. Ham scores from third. Nielsen goes to third. Bases remain loaded. Still one out. Olm's night is done after 4 1/3 innings. As he trots off to the dugout, we'll get you a pitching change, a call to the bullpen, brought to you by Sisseton Livestock Auction. And while Big Stone makes the change, we'll pause for these words. Back in 30 seconds on Superstar Country B103.
At Woodland Cabinetry in Sisseton, we don't just build cabinets, we build futures. As an employee-owned company, every team member has a stake in our success. That means more pride in the work, more dedication to quality, and more reason to go that extra mile. Whether you're looking for a great place to work or custom cabinetry made with care, Woodland Cabinetry delivers. Stop by or visit woodlandcabinetry.com and see what employee ownership really looks like.
Sisseton Livestock Auction, always a proud supporter of all high school activities, including the arts, speech, sports, and music. All classes provide a very important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good luck in your game from everyone at the Sisseton Livestock Auction.
Back at Trojan Field, Connor Olm's night is done. Sisseton has made it another 3-run fifth inning. They lead 8-2 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Connor Olm's night is done. Avier Hughes takes over on the mound for Big Stone post 229. Hughes moving in from second base. And Olm is back in the dugout here, so let's get you some defensive changes in this one. Defensive changes brought to you all season long by 605 Design and Apparel. So Hughes is on the mound, which means Brandwright and Kindlebauer stay put. Haugen stays put. Outfield remains the same.
Baseman, Max Dowling.
And coming in at second is... I'll get you that name in just a moment. Here's Max Dowan. First pitch from Hughes misses high on the fastball for ball one. Still one out in the top of the fifth. Bases remain loaded. Infield stays in on Max Dowan. 2 for 3 in the night, 2 singles and a strikeout. 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. Good hitters count to Max Dowan. Sisseton's broken this game open in the fifth inning. And with one out, they're looking to add on more. 2-0. Fly ball in the air toward center. Camping under it is Lovgren, makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is up the line. Nielsen scores from third. Max Dowling with a do-your-job at bat on the sac fly. 9-2, Sisseton post 50.
Number 9, catcher, Kellen Remp.
That brings up Kellen Remp. This is the 9th man to the plate this inning for Sisseton post 50. Should Remp reach, they'll have batted around this entire inning. Remp 2 for 3 on the night. 2 singles and a ground out. First pitch to Remp off the shoot tops, and Remp will take the trot down to first. Bases are reloaded. And out at first for the courtesy is Ryder White at first.
Courtesy runner, Ryder White. Batting number...
Nelson on third, Stickwind on second, Remp on... White on first. Here's Rowan Anderson, who started this inning. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Anderson started out this inning with a walk. It was the first 2 in a row that reached. Bryson Hansen popped out, and back-to-back walks in the bottom part of the order is what started the jam for Connor Ohm. Pitch to Anderson. Got to the bottom rail for a called strike. 1-1 the count to Ryland. Hughes fires, swung on and missed. Down in the dirt, Anderson chased. Count is 2-2, I beg your pardon. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Rowan Anderson. Bases loaded for Sisseton. 2-2. In there for strike 3. Anderson caught looking. First strikeout of the night for Hughes. That'll retire the side, but Sisseton plates 3 in this 5th. They lead... they plate 4 in this inning. They lead 9-2 over Big Stone post 229. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Spring is here, and so are the savings at First Call Auto Parts Napa. Right now, get 10% off select lawn and garden and marine batteries. Perfect for powering up your mower or getting your boat ready for the water. And don't forget your ride. Gear up for big savings on car care accessories with everything you need to clean, shine, and protect your vehicle. Stop today at First Call Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, or Wheaton, and drive into spring ready for anything. Dakota Connection C-Store. On your way to the game or coming home from the game, stop at Dakota Connection C-Store for the snacks and drinks everyone wants. And you can top off the tank. Dakota Connection C-Store. Open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Friendly smiles and everything you need to make your trip a great memory. Dakota Connection C-Store. Hoping that all of our area teams have a great season. Dakota Connection.
Bottom of the 5th in Ortonville, Minnesota. Sisseton with a big 9-2 lead over Big Stone post 229. Stickwind returns to work. He'll be facing a dangerous part of the order. Josh Haugen, Connor Ohm, Aiden Nelson.
Batting third, number 19, first baseman, Josh Haugen.
Haugen 1 for 2 on the night, single and a ground out against Carter Stickwind, who's been looking great so far tonight. Now has a 7-run cushion to work with. First pitch misses outside for ball 1.
They set Connor out all together. Yeah. Cool.
1-0. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him, got a pitch in the dirt, but Haugen went chasing for it. 1-0 the count to Josh Haugen. Shade finally settling in over Trojan Field. Off speed and a high chop over the head of Stickwind. Nelson backs him up, fires to first in time. Good heads up play by Nelson at short. 1 up and 1 down. Connor Ohm strides to the plate after he saw his night on the mound end not the way he wanted to. Ohm 1 for 2 on the night with a double and a strikeout. It's Stickland's first offering. Off speed, taken all the way for a strike. Stickland with a big cushion to work with here. Lined, fair ball down the left field line, going towards the corner. Ohm takes the big turn, heads to second. And the throw will not be in time, so Ohm cruises into second with his second double of the night. Well, at the plate, good stuff from Ohm. 2 for 3 on the hitting side, 2 doubles.
Batting fifth, number 52, catcher Aiden Nelson.
That brings up Aiden Nelson, runner in scoring position for Nelson. Off speed, misses high, ball 1. Next pitch to Nelson in the dirt. 2-0 the count to Aiden Nelson. Stickland 79 pitches on the evening so far. Here's 80. Fouled back and out of play, straight back, and it's 2-1. Stickland still in pretty decent shape for this one as he's through 4 1/3. 2-1. Off speed, misses inside. 3-1 the count to Aiden Nelson. He's reached once on the single today, also struck out. 3-1. Grounded on a weak chop to third, gobbled up by Hansen. Strong throw across the diamond to first in time. Two gone in the bottom of the 5th. That brings up Avier Hughes. Came in relief for Connor Ohm.
Six, number 8, Avier Hughes.
Only giving up one more run in the process. First pitch, ducking out of the way of the fastball is Avier Hughes. 1-0. Hughes also 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a line out. 1-0 downstairs again. 2-0 the count. Good hitters count to Avier Hughes. Stickland trying to get back and find the zone. 2-0. And that one gets away from Remp. Ohm will trot down to third. And that'll be scored a wild pitch, more than likely. Remp looked like he had that for a moment, but went to the backstop. They officially ruled a pass ball. 3-0. Taken all the way up high for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Avier Hughes. He's aboard for the second time tonight.
Batting 7th, number 9.
That brings up Chase Lovegren.
Center fielder Chase Lovegren.
Runners at the corners for Big Stone Post 229. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. They trail 9-2. First pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1 the count to Chase Lovegren. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. Looking to cut into the deficit as much as possible. Off speed, lined up. Knocked down by Nelson and stepping on the bag. First was Nielsen, but the force wasn't there, so he had to apply the tag to get Hughes at first. They do get the out, and the side is retired. So, 2 on once again for Big Stone Post 229. They threaten, but do not score. Let's go to the top of the 6th. 9-2 Sisseton Post 50. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address due. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Headed out on the road or to the big game? Stop by Stilson Service in Sisseton. Fuel up with top quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your game day snacks, hot coffee, or a quick bite, and stock the cooler with ice cold drinks. Hitting the lake, Stilson Service has live bait and fishing supplies too. to support our Sisseton Redmond athletes because teamwork and community go hand in hand. Wilson Service Highway 10 Sisseton, your one-stop for gas, gear, and good times.
Through 5 in Ortonville, top 6 on tap in first of 2 contests tonight in Ortonville. A couple defensive changes to note you of, brought to you by 605 Design and Apparel. Connor Ohm, Josh Haugans switch places. Haugans now at second, Ohm now at first. Those are the only defensive changes we have for you as Avier Hughes returns to work on the mound. And Hughes will be facing 6, 7, and 8. LJ Crooks, Bryson Hansen, Bradley Hansen. Or should I say J.J. Ham, who pinched hit for Hansen back in the 5th. So one more time, Crooks, Bryson Hansen, J.J. Ham due up. First to face him, L.J. Crooks. First pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Number 8, L.J. Crooks.
Crooks reached twice today on the hit by pitch and a single. Strike 1. Fastball rides low, 1-1 the count to Crooks. Hughes from the windup, the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. 1-2 to L.J. Crooks. He was quick to work on LJ. The 1-2. Off speed, just upstairs. 2-2 the count to LJ. On deck's brought to you by Theo and Auto Body. It's Bryson Hansen who waits on deck. 2-2. On the outer edge for a called strike 3. Crooks caught looking. 1 up and 1 down. First strikeout of the night for Avier Hughes. Strikeouts brought to you every game by Lake Traverse Resort. Here's Bryson Hansen. He takes the first pitch fastball on the outer edge for a called strike. Hansen's had a great night tonight. 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Also popped out his last time up. Here's a pop-up on the infield towards Connor Ohm, ranging in a couple steps in the path of Hansen. Makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down. So Hansen able to pop out to Ohm his first time up, and with Ohm on first base, finds him again as he pops out to him again. 2 up, 2 down. Here's J.J. Ham. First pitch to J.J. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. Ham reached on a walk his last time up. It was part of that big 5th inning where Sisseton scored 4. Sprayed foul onto the roof of the first base dugout, and it's quickly 0-2. Ham looking to protect on the 2 strikes. Hughes looking to make a quick inning. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He does. Blows the fastball right by him. Second strikeout and a 1-2-3 inning for Big Stone Post 229. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. 9-2 Sisseton. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal from our full menu. Need a place to stay? LTR also has daily camping sites and cozy cabins for rent, plus a boat ramp for easy lake access. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports. Traverse Electric Cooperative has been powering our rural tri-state area for generations, and now their commitment goes beyond reliable, affordable electricity. They're here with professional electrician services too. From installations and repairs to maintenance, Traverse Electric's licensed and bonded team is ready for your residential, commercial, ag, generator installs, and new building projects. Quality service, hometown values, and a team you can trust. Call Traverse Electric Cooperative today, working together to keep our communities connected.
Bottom 6 here at Trojan Field. Carter Stickland's night is done. We'll get you his final line in just a moment. Levi Nelson takes over on the mound. It's a call to the bullpen, brought to you by Sisseton Livestock Auction. Stickland, nice night for Carter. 5 innings, gives up 8 hits, 2 runs though, while also recording just 1 walk on the night. 6 strikeouts for Carter Stickland, if I counted correctly, as I rummage through my scorecard here. Yes, 6 strikeouts on the night for Carter Stickland. Only gives up 2 runs on the night. So Nelson will take over. So Carter Stickland, Levi Nelson switch places. Those are your defensive changes, brought to you by Sisseton 605 Design and Apparel, I should say, in Sisseton. Pinch hitter starting things off for Big Stone Post 229, Sawyer Henningsen. Swings and misses at a pitch upstairs for strike 1. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Again, 0-2. Nelson, very quick to work, starting out with back-to-back fastballs. Nelson is ready to go. The 0-2, foul, backing out of play. Remains 0-2 to Henningsen. First plate appearance for him tonight, as he pinch hits for Steven Hernandez. 0-2. Foul back to the netting again. Again, the 0-2. Off speed in the dirt. Let out the hand of Nelson a little awkwardly. 1-2. Nelson still ahead in the count. Henningsen looking to spark the offense. 1-2. Line towards second base. Gobbled on a couple hops. Staying with it as Nielsen fires to first in time to get Henningsen 1 up and 1 down. That brings up Nash Kindleberger.
21, shortstop Nash Kindleberger.
So Nelson in relief for Stickland to start the 6th inning. Gets a quick out right away. Faces number 9 guy, Nash Kindleberger. Takes a first pitch up high for ball 1. Single and a pop out tonight for Kindleberger. 1-0 misses up high again. Good hitters count. 2-0 to Nash. Braxton Brandreit waits on deck. That would be the 4th trip through the order. Swing and a miss. Went off speed, couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 the count. Kindleberger still ahead in the count. Open stance, wiggles that bat over the right shoulder. 2-1. Right down Broadway for strike 2. Nelson's even the count at 2 apiece, and he's quick to work on Kindleberger. 2-2. Off speed, swing and a miss. He did go around, had him looking silly as he pulled the string. 2 up and 2 down on Nelson's first strikeout of the evening.
Third baseman, number 3, Braxton Brandreit.
That'll turn the lineup card over to Braxton Brandreit. 4th trip through the order beginning now for Big Stone Post 229. Fastball misses just a bit inside. 1-0 the count to Brandreit. He's reached twice today on a fielder's choice and a single, also flat out to center. Swing and a miss at a fastball in the dirt. 1-1 the count to Braxton. Ashton Sletton waits on deck. Should Brandreit reach? 1-1. Fastball rides high. 2-1 the count to Brandreit. Stay tuned for our second contest coming up around 15-20 so minutes after this one. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Flat-footed flail on the fastball, and it's 2-2. Second game will be 5 innings after this 7-inning ball game. Nelson ready with the 2-2. On the way. Skied in the air, third base side. Going back is Stickland, calling off Hansen, makes the catch, and a 1-2-3 inning in relief for Levi Nelson. Let's go to the top of the 7th. 9-2, Sisseton Post 50 leads. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep it right here as we get ready to go to the top of the 7th inning. Want to give a quick shout out to all the sponsors who make this broadcast possible. They include the following: 605 Design Apparel, Woodland Cabinetry, Sisseton Livestock Auction, First Call to Parts Napa, Dakota Connection C-Store, Venture Communications, Stilson Service, Lake Traverse Resort, Traverse Electric Co-op, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union in Sisseton, the Sisseton Dental Clinic, SWO Health and Fitness, Dakota Bank, Thielen Auto Body, and the Sisseton Courier. Without their generous support, these broadcasts would not be possible at all. So to all those wonderful people, thank you so much for supporting American Legion Baseball this season and all season long. It's greatly appreciated. Xavier Hughes back to work on the mound for Big Stone Post 229. He'll be facing the 9-1-2 hitters, Nielsen, Nelson, Stickwind. As we begin the top of the 7th, Sisseton with a 7-run lead. It's been that way since the 5th inning. Nielsen goes to work on Xavier Hughes, takes a first pitch fastball outside for ball 1. Nielsen, 2 strikeouts. Reached base last inning on the walk, popped up foul and back out of play towards home plate. 1-1 the count to Luke Nielsen. He's reached once today, but you got to think he's looking for contact here. 1-1, fastball pops out of the glove of Nelson, just a touch high. 2-1 the count to Luke Nielsen. Nelson waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. The 7th inning brought to you by Venture Communications. 2-1. Fastball rides just a bit outside. 3-1 the count. Nielsen threatening on reaching for his 2nd time via the walk. Swing and a miss, though. Off speed, pulled the string, couldn't catch up to it. Good job by Hughes to refill the count at 3-2. He's quick to work on Luke. The break even. Swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball. Nielsen couldn't catch up to it. He strikes out for the 3rd time tonight, and there's 1 away. That brings up the top of the order in Levi Nelson.
Number 12, Levi Nelson.
5th plate appearance in this first game. He's reached 3 times tonight. 2 on walks and once on a single. First pitch to Levi. Grounded off the body of Hughes. Didn't see where it was, and Nelson's just way too fast. He'll be safe at first.
All right, that's right.
Came up hobbling just a little bit, and Hughes took a nasty shot. After that rocket of a comebacker to Hughes, and Tyre infield, and Arvin Mueller comes out to check on him, make sure he's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nelson is aboard for the 4th time tonight. And that's actually going to be the end of the night for Xavier Hughes, as we'll get another pitching change. And while Big Stone does that, we'll pause for these words. We'll get you the new name and number back in 30 seconds, back in 30 on Superstar Country B103.
Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union believes in people helping people. That means putting you first. As your local community-based credit union, they're here to serve your financial needs with personal service and trusted solutions. Visit the newly remodeled office, use the 24-hour ATM, swing by the drive-up window, or stop inside during business hours. Whatever works for you, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help. Call or visit today and see how they can improve your financial future. Because at Coteau Valley, you're more than a customer, you're family. Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union, local, trusted, here for you.
Back in Ortonville for another call to the bullpen, brought to you by Sisseton Livestock Auction. Xavier Hughes' night is done. That brings in Brexton Brandwright on the mound to take over in relief for Hughes. Hughes will make the trip back to 3rd. Ohms still at first base for Big Stone Post 229. Haugen still stays at 2nd. So the only defensive change was Brandwright to the mound and Hughes to 3rd base. Those are your defensive changes brought to you all season long by 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton.
Hitting number 2, Carter Stickwind.
That brings up Carter Stickwind to face the new pitcher Braxton Brandwright for the first time tonight. First pitch, flied out the air towards right field deep, going back. Henningsome, he won't get it, it's over his head. Nelson takes the turn. Coming in to score, Stickwind cruises into second, and Nelson does indeed score a RBI double for Stickwind, and it's 10-2.
All right, that's all right, nothing hurt. Here we go, new batter. You're good. Clear strikes, here we go.
Double digits for Sisseton post 50 in game 1. That brings up Max Dowan. First pitch misses high from Brandwright. Ball 1 to Max Dowan. Dowan's reached twice today. Single and a double. Also has a strikeout and a sac fly. In the dirt. Dowan puts the stop sign out for Stickwind, who's at second. 2-0 the count to Dowan. Brandwright's ready. He'll step off to drive Stickwind back to second, not taking any chances. Quick lean in. Brandwright's ready. 2-0. Up high again. 3-0 the count to Max Dowan.
All right, all the way back, Braxton. Here you go. You got it.
Braxton trying to find the zone against the power-hitting Max Dowan. 3-0 in the dirt. A 4-pitch walk to Dowan. He's aboard for the third time tonight. Runners on first and second. 1 out for the lefty, Kellen Remp. Righty-lefty matchup. Brandwright to Remp. Here's the first pitch.
Yep.
That one misses just outside.
Nice spot, Brax. Again.
Really good location there from Brandwright. Just didn't get the call. 1-0. Flied in the air toward right. Ranging back is Henningson. A couple steps to his left. Drops the ball. It goes behind him. Goes to retrieve it. Runners go station to station. And the bases are loaded with 1 out. My goodness, what was a routine fly ball. Henningson ranged to his left. Dropped the ball, though, so an E9. And Remp is aboard first.
Not UB, here we go.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's Rowan Anderson. Infield's in. Ryland swings and misses. 0-1 to Anderson. Anderson's reached once this evening. Has a big opportunity here with the infield in. 0-1 and misses high. 1-1 the count to Ryland Anderson. Sisseton post 50 leads 10-2 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. 1-1. Up high again. 2-1 the count to Anderson. Stickwind on third, Dowan on second, and Remp on first. Swing and a miss. I beg your pardon, that's Ryder White again on first. Courtesy running for Remp. 2-2 the count to Anderson. Here's the delivery. Line back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Here comes Stickwind. Stop sign on for everybody else. An RBI single for Rylan Anderson. 11-2. Sisseton post 50.
Oh, my ringer. Everybody freaking That was nice.
So once again, bases remain loaded. LJ Crooks at the plate. Takes the first pitch for a ball.
Here we go, Brax.
1-0 the count to LJ Crooks, who's reached twice tonight as well. 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Good hitters count to LJ. Back in the lineup hitting, been dealing with back tightness. Finally given the all clear to start hitting again. 2-0. Takes that one on the inside corner for a called strike, and it's 2-1. Brandwright trying to find his way back into the zone. 2-1. In the dirt, good block by Nelson. 3-1, no place to put him. Infield in, 3 balls, 1 strikes, 1 out. In the top of the 7th, bases loaded. 3-1. Foul back to the netting. Crooks was on it, just a touch late on it. And he fills the count at 3-2. Crooks is ready. The break even.
Nice spot.
On the outside corner for a called strike 3. Crooks goes down looking, and there's 2 away.
Nice work, B.
Second strikeout of the inning for Brandwright.
Bryson Hansen.
That brings up Bryson Hansen. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Brandwright's first delivery is foul, tipped into the glove for strike 1. Bryson Hansen, single, double, and 2 pop-outs, 2 for 4. Has an 0-1 count to his name. Here it is. Foul, backing out of play, and it's quickly 0-2. Good job by Braxton Brandwright to quickly get ahead in the count. That sun's gone behind the clouds. Still very humid outside, but the sun's gone behind the clouds. 0-2. Grounded towards short. Picked up on a couple hops by Nash. Flipped to second. Not in time. Just a touch late on the underhand. Flip to second. Runners go station to station. Darwin scores. It's 12-2 Sisseton.
Keep doing your thing.
So Hansen reaches. J.J. Ham up to the dish. Takes the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Ham with a strikeout and a walk. 9th man to the plate once again for Sisseton. 1-0. Up high, 2-0 the count to J.J. Ham. Looking to deliver big. Infield back to normal depth, 2-0. Misses up high again, 3-0. No place to put him once again. Ham digs back in, he's ready to go. 3-0.
That boy.
Taking all the way in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Sisseton has a 10-run lead, 12-2 in the top of the 7th. 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. Another run is walked home, and it's 13-2.
Calm down. Fire strikes. Here we go.
Ryder White comes home from third, and now it's Anderson on third, Hansen on second, and Ham on first. Arvin Mueller comes out to the mound. That'll be the end of the night for Braxton Brandwright. And while Big Stone goes to the bullpen again, we'll pause for these words. We'll get you the new name and number on the other side in 30 seconds on Superstar Country B103.
The Sisseton Dental Clinic is proud to provide a state-of-the-art facility for the highest quality dental care available. It is one of their top priorities to protect the well-being of our valued patients. For this reason, Dr. John Weber and the staff meets and surpasses all OSHA and CDC standards. You will feel right at home in their office as they welcome all patients as family. The Sisseton Dental Clinic. Friendly staff, beautiful smiles, and a welcoming environment.
Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness Center was established in 1999. They provide state-of-the-art exercise equipment in a quality, safe, and professional environment. They have personal trainers and a registered dietitian available and have daily classes with challenges in walking and running clubs. Now offering 24-hour access to all local residents. Call 698-3922 and get fit and healthy again. Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness is proud to support all area high school athletics.
13-2, Sisseton Post 50 leads in the top of the 7th in game number 1 of 2. Another call to the bullpen brought to you by Sisseton Livestock Auction. Chase Lovegren takes over on the mound for Braxton Brandwright. They just make the switch. It will be Brandwright now in center field, and Lovegren comes in from center field to pitch in relief.
Yeah, I'm so confused. Like, come closer. Are you wearing your shirt over that, or is that just yours?
11-run lead for Sisseton Post 50. They've scored their runs in each odd-numbered inning. 1 in the first, 4 in the third, 4 in the fifth, and now 4 in the 7th. Luke Nielsen starting things off.
Number 22, Luke Nielsen.
He's now the 10th man to the plate. The man who started this all is back up for the second time this inning. First pitch from Lovegren, swing and a miss on the heat. Yeah, Lovegren's got a dynamite fastball. Much different velocity from Brandwright. 0-1. Fastball on the bottom rail for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Very quickly 0-2 to Luke Nielsen. Struck out 3 times tonight. Lovegren's ready. The 0-2. Off speed, missed just inside. That didn't miss by much. 1-2 the count to Luke Nielsen. The only time he reached today was on a walk. 1-2. High pop up. Nelson takes off the mask into foul territory, camping under it. Now backpedaling, makes the catch. Nice play by Nelson. Nielsen is retired for the second time this inning, and that will end the 7th inning. 4 more for Sisseton post 50. They have an 11-run lead over Big Stone, 13-2. Last call for Big Stone. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
At Dakota Bank, we're proud to be a state-chartered bank with the flexibility to meet your needs and the heart to invest where it matters most, right here at home. Through our Give Where We Live initiative, we're committed to making a positive impact in the communities we serve. From banking and insurance to mortgage and trust services, Dakota Bank is here for customers who value strong, lasting financial relationships, and as always, we're proud supporters of high school sports. Best of luck to all teams. We're cheering you on. When life gives your car a tough break, count on Sealant Auto Body in Sisseton to get you back on the road fast. From minor dings to major collision repairs, their experienced team delivers top-quality workmanship with the kind of hometown service you can trust. Dan and the crew at Sealant Auto Body take pride in doing the job right, so you can drive away with confidence. Find them on East Highway 10 in Sisseton. Sealant Auto Body, where quality and care comes standard.
Last call for Big Stone in the bottom of the 7th. They have a lot of ground to make up as they trail by 11. Levi Nelson back to work, trying to shut the door on game number 1. Ashton Sletton starting things off. First pitch to Ashton, misses high for ball 1. A little bit of music ringing out during the at-bat. No harm, no foul. Swing and a miss. I have the people in the press box laughing over here. I didn't mean to call y'all out.
It's my husband's listening.
1-1 is swung on and missed. Hey, you can never go wrong with a little Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorites. 1-2 the count to Ashton Sletton. Struck out all 3 times today. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Drop third. Sletton on his way to first. And Rempel throw down to Dallin to complete the strikeout. Sletton down on strikes for the 4th time tonight. And there's 1 up and 1 down. That brings up Josh Haugen. Haugen, 2 groundouts and a single. He's 1 for 3 on the evening. Righty-lefty matchup, Nelson to Haugen. First pitch to him. Off-speed, swing and a miss. Nice movement on the off-speed there from Nelson. It's not really a curveball, but it sort of had that 12-6 movement to it. 0-1. Fastball hits him. And Haugen not happy after that one as he furiously tosses the bat over to the third base dugout and makes the trot down to first.
At least for that's true. It's true. Number 20.
So 1 on, 1 out. That brings up Connor Ohm. Connor Ohm's had some really good swings tonight. He's 2 for 3. 2 of his times he reached, both on doubles.
Hey, have some fun, bud. Here we go.
Manager Trent Besselin telling his outfield to back up. As well they should, because Ohm's got some serious power in his bat. First pitch to Connor. Off speed, misses high for ball 1. Sun remains behind the clouds. Still very humid out in the field. 1-0 misses high. Good hitters count to Ohm, 2-0. Ohm went 4 1/3 in his outing on the mound. 2-0. Lined past the shortstop. Stickland in the left for a base hit. The 3rd time aboard for Connor Ohm. That's his first single tonight.
Number 52, Aiden Nelson.
That brings brings up Aiden Nelson. 2 on, 1 out. Nelson strides to the plate. Singled his first time up. Also struck out and grounded out. Nelson to Nelson. Misses high for ball 1. To rephrase that, Levi Nelson on the mound, Aiden Nelson at the dish. Not to be confused with each other. Levi working from the stretch. Checks the runner on second. The 1-0 to Aiden. On the outer third for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Nelson trying to shut the door on game 1 and push things off to game 2, which will be coming up just around 10 to 15 minutes or so after this one. 1-1 in the dirt, good block by Remp. 2-1 the count to Aiden Nelson. Avier Hughes waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. Nelson works third base side of the rubber. Holds the glove just above the belt. 2-1. Fly ball shallow left field. Coming in and misplaying it. LJ Crooks out in center. The throw comes in a second, and it's not in time. Good hustle from Ohm, and he might be down.
Except for, we do have a broken one.
In some pain. Ohm needs time called, and he looks to be hurt over at second base. Bases loaded here for Big Stone. Ohm does make it to his feet, but yeah, he slid pretty awkwardly going to second base and has to try and walk it off. He gives the thumbs up to his coach, Arvin Mueller, says, "I'm okay." Okay, so bases loaded.
Number 8, Avier Hughes.
For Big Stone, that brings up Avier Hughes. He's had some pretty good swings today as well. First pitch misses for ball 1. And now here comes the sun back out from behind the clouds. The 1-0. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Sisseton leads 13-2 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. 1-1. That one misses low. 2-1 the count to Avier Hughes. Reached twice today and a single and a walk, also lined out. He's got some pretty good pop in his bat, too. The 2-1. Fly ball towards center. Coming in is Crooks. A couple steps, makes the catch, and runners will not advance. All of them retreat. And there's 2 gone. Big Stone down to their last chance here in Chase Lovegren. Bases loaded, 2 gone. In the bottom of the 7th, Nelson now working from the windup. First pitch to Chase. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Sisseton with an 11-run lead in this first game, looking to slam the door. The 0-1. Up high on the fastball. 1-1 the count to Lovegren. Fielder's choice, pop out and strikeout for Chase this evening. 1-1. Finds the zone for a called strike, and Big Stone down to their last strike. Nelson, quick to work on Chase from the windup. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Sisseton wins. Final score in Game 1, Sisseton Post 50 wins very convincingly by a final score of 13-2. We'll take a quick break, come right back in 2 minutes to get you an abbreviated post game before we send you back to the studio and get you set for game number 2. Back in 2 minutes on Superstar Country B103.
Need printing, office supplies, or want to turn your favorite memories into beautiful canvas prints? Stop by the Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. From business cards, flyers, posters, forms, banners, and programs to just about anything on paper, we have the printing services you need. Plus, we carry office supplies and can turn your favorite photos into beautiful custom canvas prints for your home or office. Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. We do more than a weekly newspaper. Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have a great selection of Sisseton Sisseton Redmond apparel in store. Whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Check them out on Facebook today.
Fox News, I'm Tom Graham. More than 1,700 are dead after a pair of powerful earthquakes rocked Venezuela's Caribbean coast. U.S. is sending help.
130 Marines arrived in the hardest
Back in Ortonville, apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. Final score in this one, 13-2. We'll get you an abbreviated post-game, send you back to the studio for getting you ready for Game 2. 13-2, the final score. Sisseton takes that one convincingly over Big Stone post 229. Sisseton improves to 11-4. Big Stone falls to 3-6. 4 pitchers used tonight for Big Stone in Game number 1. Be interesting to see what they do for Game number 2 in terms of pitching matchups. Connor Ohms started out the night, went 4 1/3 after allowing just 1 run to start, and that's when the floodgates tore open the more he went on. Sisseton made the adjustments, and they responded well, winning this one 13-2, scoring all their runs in odd-numbered innings. 1 in the first, 4 in each of the 3rd, 5th, and 7th innings to make it 13-2. Final hit totals, let's get you those really quickly before we send you back to the studio here. Final hit totals for Sisseton post 50, 13 hits in Game number 1, so it's a total of $65 to a sponsorship for the Roberts County National Night Out, and a total of 10 hits on the other side for Big Stone post 229. Had a lot of hits, but just couldn't get a lot of runs home as they only scored 2 in Game number 1. Let's get you back to the studio for some music, and we'll be with you again in about 10 to 15 minutes for Game number 2. Game 2 will be a 5-inning ball game. We'll be back for Game number 2. Hope you can stay with us. You're listening to Superstar Country B103. back in Ortonville for Game 2 of this doubleheader between Sisseton Post 50 and Big Stone Post 229. Michael Rosencrans back with you in the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth. Glad to have you along on this steamy, hot Monday night on June 29th. If you're just joining us, Sisseton ended up taking the first game very convincingly by a score of 13-2, and here they are looking to once again try to sweep another doubleheader. Chase Lovegren going to start on the mound for Game 2. Showed some really solid stuff at the conclusion of Game 1, so he gets the start in Game 2.
12,
Levi Nelson gets to lead off for Sisseton. We'll get you the starting lineup in a few moments here. Lovegren to Nelson, righty-righty matchup. The first pitch of Game 2 is in the dirt for ball 1. We are underway. Nelson leads off playing center field. Stickwen right behind him playing shortstop. Batting third and playing first base, Max Dowland. Kellen Remp doing the pitching and batting cleanup. Here's the 1-0. That one in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ryan Anderson doing the catching and batting fifth. Bryson Hansen at third base, batting sixth, batting seventh. Luke Nielsen at second. Ryder White playing right field in this one. Flied out to center field, ranging on in a few steps. Dives! He made the catch! What a fine play in center by Nick Hoffman. Ranging out and diving full extension to make the play. What a way to start Game 2 on the defensive side. Not an easy play at all, and Hoffman laying out, sacrificing the body. One up and one down. Here's Carter Stickwind. First pitch low for ball 1. Finishing up the rest of the lineup. Nielsen bats second. J.J. Ham bats 8th and plays left field. Ryder White batting 9th and playing right field. And the extra hitter bats 10th, Kester Sareben. In there for a strike, 1-1. Umpires have switched for Game 2. It is now Josh Mueller calling balls and strikes, and Hunter Merritt working the base paths. That one misses the zone, not by much though. 2-1 the count to Carter Stickwind. Had a really solid Game 1, reached 3 times. Here's the 2-1. Lined into right field, that's going to get down for a base hit. Played at a nice tough hop there by Henningsen out and right. And Stickwind picks up right where he left off.
Batting number 3, Max.
That brings up Max Dowland defensively for Big Stone. They line up like this. Left to right goes Cody Wick, Nick Hoffman, Sawyer Henningsen. Third to first goes Brandright, Kindleberger, Vansness, and Carls. And the battery is Chase Lovegren and Josh Haugen. Runner goes, pitch in the dirt, and it skips away from Haugen, so no throw to second as Stickwind's aboard with a stolen base. This is a 5-inning ball game for this second one. 1-0 to Dowland. This is inside. 2-0. Good hitters count to Max Dowland. He'll be taking his talents to Minnesota in the fall to play at the collegiate level. Here's the 2-0. Finds the upper part of the zone for a called strike, and it's 2-1. Dowland able to reach a few times in Game 1 as well. Looking to pick up his success in Game 2. I beg your pardon, the count's 2-2. Here's the pitch. This is outside. 3-2 the count. Or is it 3-1? No, it is 3-1. I beg your pardon. Had it right the first time. 3-1. Off speed. That finds his own. There goes Stickwind. Throw down the third. Not in time. Stickwind takes third on another stolen base.
I know.
And now this time it's 3-2. Lovegren leans in, gets the sign and sets. He's ready.
You can score.
3-2.
Come on. I just
Popped in the air, shallow third base side. Backing up a couple steps is Brandright. He make the catch just shy of the outfield grass. And there's 2 gone in the top of the first.
now batting number 9, Kellen Remp.
That brings up Kellen Remp. Kellen Remp going to be pitching in Game 2 here tonight. Usually catching throughout most of the season. Now he gets a crack on the pitcher's mound. See how he does at the plate first. He has Stickwind on third with 2 outs. First pitch to Remp. Off speed, taken all the way in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Remp opting to stay patient, a little more patient on this at-bat rather than swing on the first pitch. 0-1. Little jam job to third. Brandreit doesn't have to move a muscle. He'll make the catch. Side is retired. Sticklin makes it to third. And that is all she wrote for Sisseton in this top half of the first. They threaten, but do not score. Let's go to the bottom of the first. We're scoreless in game 2. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We'll bring you back here for the bottom of the first. It's actually Max Dowan going to be pitching. Something must have happened to Kellen that we may not know about. Okay, just like something was miswritten in the lineup card for this one here tonight. So let's get you those adjustments on the lineup card. So it is actually going to be Bryson Hansen at first base now. Hansen's at first. Dowan is going to be the starting pitcher, and Kellen Remp is at third. Those are the defensive changes brought to you by 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Lineup for Big Stone goes as follows. Nick Hoffman leads off and plays center field. Third base and batting second, Braxton Brandreit. Alex Carl's getting his first plate appearance. He'll hit third. Batting cleanup is Josh Haugen doing the catching. Chase Lovegren will bat fifth doing the pitching, followed by Brody Vansness batting sixth. Nash Kindleberger hitting seventh and playing shortstop. Sawyer Henningsen out in right field. He hits eighth, followed by Cody Wick, who will round out the lineup for manager Arvin Mueller. So Dowan will get the start instead of Kellen Remp. It was scheduled to be Remp
Number 24.
just before we went on the air for this broadcast this evening, but some last-minute changes, and Dowan will now get the start in Game 2. First off, he faces Nick Hoffman. First pitch to Nick, misses down low for ball one. Nick Hoffman had a gem of a catch in that first inning on the first flyout by Levi Nelson, going full extension to make the catch. 1-0. Grounded sharply towards short. Grabbed on a couple hops there by Nelson. Fires to first and pulled him off the bag at first. Did Nelson. Hansen couldn't stretch out far enough, and Hoffman's aboard with a leadoff single. That's the right way Big Stone wants to start the game off in this one. Here's Braxton Brandreit. First pitch to him. There goes Hoffman. Pitch in for a strike. Throw down to second. Tag! And drop the ball is Nielsen. If he might have squeezed that one, he would have gotten the out at second as the throw beat him. But instead, it's a stolen base for Nick Hoffman. And it was a bang-bang play. Nielsen couldn't quite cap it off. So an early runner in scoring position for Brandreit. The 0-1. Hacked in the air. Fouling out of play back behind home plate.
Please return all ball balls.
And it's 0-2. Sisseton goes quiet in the top of the first. Big Stone already with a runner in scoring position. Strike two. Grounded towards second. Nielsen bobbles the ball, and there will be a throw to first. Picked up by Hansen, but not nearly in time. And runners at the corners early on back-to-back infield, on back-to-back singles for Big Stone. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. That brings up Alex Carls for his first plate appearance of this doubleheader. And he has a big opportunity early. Runners at the corners, nobody out in the bottom of the first, and a scoreless Game 2 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Dowling checks the runner at first and comes set working from the stretch. First pitch, runner goes, pitch in there high, throw down to second base. Nielsen catches that time, and they got him. Nielsen redeems himself on that second stolen base attempt, and that was Brandreit who was caught stealing, so there's the first out of the inning. Nice throw by Anderson behind the plate. Dowling now working from the windup. That one misses outside. 2-0 the count to Carls. Josh Haugen waits on deck, hitting cleanup in game 2. 2-0. In the dirt for ball 3. Dowling struggling to find the zone here against Carls. Has a runner on third, one out in the bottom of the first. 3-0. Taken all the way in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Dowling looking to try and battle back into this one. 3 straight balls before that strike a few moments ago. Dowling's ready. 3-1. Grounded towards second, gobbled up by Nielsen. This will get the run in. Throw to first in time. Scoring from third, though, is Hoffman, and Big Stone strikes first in game 2.
Batting catcher, Josh Haugen.
That's a nice do-your-job at bat for Carls. On the sack ground out. He gets the run home. 2 gone. And here's Josh Haugen. First pitch to him. Fly to foul. Third base side now to play. 0-1 the count to Haugen. Connor Ohm not in this game. Got official word that he was cramping up a little bit on that slide to second base. 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. Yeah, especially on a hot day like this where it's ridiculously humid and the humidity just takes all the fluids out of you. It just makes it so prone to cramp up. 0-2. Line towards center field, coming on in from center and making the catch on the run was Levi Nelson. Nice play for Levi to read it. The side's retired, but Big Stone strikes first in game 2. They lead 1-0 after 1. Let's go to the top of the second. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have a great selection of Sisseton Redmond apparel in store. Whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Check them out on Facebook today.
Cabinetry in Sisseton. We don't just build cabinets, we build futures. As an employee-owned company, every team member has a stake in our success. That means more pride in the work, more dedication to quality, and more reason to go that extra mile. Whether you're looking for a great place to work or custom cabinetry made with care, Woodland Cabinetry delivers. Stop by or visit woodlandcabinetry.com and see what employee ownership really looks like.
Top of the second from Ortonville in game 2. Big Stone on the board first in game 2. They lead 1-0 early over Sisseton post 50. Lovegren back to the hill. It's kind of how Big Stone started game 1. Sisseton started out with a 1-0 lead, but a good job by Big Stone to have a counterpunch in that first game to score 2 runs of their own. They quickly retook the lead 2-1 in game 1, and that's all the runs they would get were those 2 runs in the first. And now they plate one here early again in the first, so they've scored all 3 runs in the home half of the first inning in this doubleheader. Lovegren back to work. He will be facing the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, which will be Ryan Anderson, Bryson Hansen, Luke Nielsen in this 10-player lineup in this second game for manager Trent Bestland. So 5, 6, and 7 due up in this top half of the second. Brown Anderson set to go to work against Lovegren. First pitch to Ryan Anderson misses just a touch high for ball 1. Lovegren's got some really nasty stuff on the mound. He showed it off a little bit in game 1. Fastball there inside 2-0. The good hitters count to Rowan Anderson. Rowan Anderson most likely will not pitch in this one, saving him up for potentially the next doubleheader coming up on Thursday. That one misses low. 3-0 the count to Rowan Anderson. Sisseton trails early, 1-0, 3-0. Taken all the way, inner third, called a strike. Lovegren trying to battle back in this count. 3-1. Grounded softly to first, gobbled up on a couple hops by Carls at first. He'll step on the bag, take it unassisted. 1 up and 1 down.
Next up, third baseman Bryson Hansen.
That brings up Bryson Hansen.
No, I can't call him that anymore. Right.
Bryson Hansen actually switching to first base. Still is written third base on the lineup card. First pitch to Bryson, fouled straight back and out of play, back behind home plate. 0-1 the count to Bryson. Bryson had a pretty solid game 1. Double and a single right off the bat, and a second single, I might add. Inside, turning back away from it, was Hansen. 1-1. So Hansen went 3 for 5 in game number 1. Very solid outing. 1-1. Fly ball, shallow center field. Coming on in a few steps is Hoffman. Slides. He can't grab that one as it falls to the grass. Hansen's aboard with a 1-out single, or will they officially rule that an E8? That was a tough one to try and come in to get for Nick Hoffman. Made the play the first time. Unable to make the play that time, and they will officially rule it a single.
I only haven't anybody pitches because they don't know what they don't know.
And that's going to prompt an early mound visit for Big Stone. That's going to be the end of the night for Chase Lovegren. Indeed, that will be the end of the night for Chase Lovegren, and we'll keep it right here while Big Stone makes the change. We'll keep it right here. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Sisseton Livestock Auction, and getting you the change here in this one, they will turn to Nash Kindleberger, who takes over on the mound for Big Stone. So a few defensive changes to note.
Oh, no, yeah.
Carl's still at first. Kindleberger moves from a shortstop to the pitcher, which I think in my mind Chase Lovegren would probably be taking his place at short unless they do some more defensive changes. But Kindleberger making his first pitching appearance in this doubleheader. That is the 5th different pitcher now that Big Stone has used in this doubleheader. Lots of different pitchers they've used. Sisseton so far has only used 2. And just to officially get you the defensive changes here, Kindleberger moves from shortstop to the mound. Vansness stays at second, and Lovegren moves to short. So, yep, just the only swap is Lovegren and Kindleberger. Defensive changes brought to you all season long by 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Luke Nielsen will be the first to face Kindleberger with 1 on and 1 out in the top of the second. In game number 2, Sisseton won the first one 13-2, looking to sweep another doubleheader and improve to 12-4 on the season before returning home on Thursday to play storied rival Millbank Post 9. Nielsen, the first to face Nash Kindleberger. First pitch, fastball misses high, ball 1. Good velocity on the fastball 2 for Kindleberger. That skips behind him, and backing him up quickly is Lovegren, who takes his place at short. Hansen on first, didn't move a bit. Fastball, swing and a miss. Nielsen's had a tough time tonight catching up to the fastball. It's a very tough pitch to hit, especially when you're rising it and elevating it to the higher part of the zone. One of the toughest pitches to hit in all of baseball. 1-1. Fastball inside. Sticking with fastballs here is Kindleberger. He works from the stretch on the third base side. 2-1. Misses outside. 3-1 the count to Luke Nielsen. J.J. Ham waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. Second inning brought to you by Venture Communications. Hansen on first. 1 out in the top of the second. Sisseton trails 1-0. 3-1. That one misses high for ball 4, so back-to-back players reach for Sisseton. 2 on with 1 out. That brings up J.J. Ham. Ham pinch hit in that first game for Bradley Hansen. Getting the starting spot in game 2. First pitch to J.J. Outside, that gets away from the catcher. Haugen behind the plate. Both runners move up 90 feet, and all of a sudden there's 2 in scoring position. Good opportunity here for J.J. Ham. 1-0 the count to J.J. He's got 2 in scoring position. The pitch. Fastball right down Broadway for strike 1.
Here we go, Nash.
Nash evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike apiece. 1 gone in the top of the second. Ham looking to deliver big. 1-1. In the dirt. Good block there by Haugen behind the plate. 2-1 the count to J.J. Ham. Nash leans in, gets the sign from Haugen and sets. 2-1. Fouled straight back to the netting, and it's 2-2. Ham catching up to the fastball that time. Pretty late on it, though. Ryder White waits on deck as he'll get his first plate appearance of the doubleheader. 2-2. Fastball high. J.J. Ham's worked the count full.
Here we go, Nash. Win it, kid.
The past 2 players for Sisseton have reached base via the single and the walk, respectively. Ham trying to reach himself. Nash is ready. Payoff. Skied in the air, back behind home plate. Haugen didn't see it, but it went out of play regardless.
Please return foul ball to the concession stand.
It remains 3-2 to J.J. Ham. Nash is ready. Again, the 3-2. Swing and a miss. High cheese. Ham couldn't lay off it. First strikeout of the night for Kindleberger, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up Ryder White. Righty-lefty matchup, Kindleberger to White.
Number 20, Ryder White.
Still 2 in scoring position for Sisseton post 50. Ryder White looking to cash in. First pitch, fastball right at the knees. Josh Mueller goes up with the right hand. 0-1 the count to Ryder White. Slight bend at the knees, rest that bat on the left shoulder. 0-1, swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. 0-2.
Good boy, Nash again.
Nash got a really solid fastball, and it's been tough for Sisseton post 50 to try and catch up to that pitch tonight. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Another fastball, and gets the same result, a swing and a miss. Down goes White. Sisseton post 50 threatens with 2 in scoring position, but they do not score. Let's go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Big Stone back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
And so are the savings at First Auto Parts Napa. Right now, get 10% off select lawn and
provide a
garden
very
marine.
important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good
Dakota Connection C-Store. On your way to the game or coming home from the game, stop at Dakota Connection C-Store for the snacks and drinks everyone wants. And you can top off the tank. Dakota Connection C-Store. Open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Friendly smiles and everything you need to make your trip a great memory. Dakota Connection C-Store. Hoping that all of our area teams have a great season. Dakota Connection.
All right, bottom of the second here from Ortonville, Minnesota. Just approaching the 9 o'clock hour in this Monday, June 29th. Dowling returns to work on the mound. He faces 5, 6, and 7. Lovegren, Vansness, and Kindleberger. And time quickly called as one of the coaches heading over to the first base dugout just to maybe have a little chat with manager Trent Vestland. Dowling fires a first pitch, outer third for a called strike. Dowling with a strong first inning, only gave up 1 run, but settled in pretty nicely afterwards. 0-1. Misses just a little bit low. 1-1 the count to Chase Lovegren. Had a pretty short outing in the first inning as well as he pitched in game number 1, so that was what shortened his leash quite a bit. Low on the fastball for Dowling. 2-1 the count to Chase Lovegren. Dowling working from the windup, the 2-1. Fastball finds the outer third for a called strike, and it's 2-2.
Hey, base hit, Chase. Here we go.
Vansness waiting on deck. He'll get his first plate appearance of this doubleheader. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Lovegren on strikes. The first of the evening for Max Dowling. 1 up and 1 down.
Now batting, number 5.
Strikeouts brought to you every game by Lake Traverse Resort. That's going to bring up Brody Vansness for the first time in this doubleheader, playing second defensively for Big Stone. Takes the first pitch fastball upstairs for ball 1. Vansness sticks that right elbow up as he holds the bat over his right shoulder. Fastball misses outside. Good hitters count to Vansness, 2-0. Dowling quick to work on him here. He's ready to go. 2-0. Foul back behind home plate. It's 2-1. Dowling gave up that run in the first inning, but it was then caught stealing, sack ground out, and a line out to end the inning. That run was scored on the sack ground out. 2-1. Fastball outside. 3-1 the count to Vansness. Kindleberger waits on deck. 3-1. Fouled straight back and out of play. 3-2 the count to Brody Vansness. Dowling able to battle back into the count. Looking to throw a competitive pitch here. Dowling's ready to go. So is Vansness. Break even. Grounded towards first. Played on a couple hops there by Hansen. Calmly steps on the bag. 2 up and 2 down.
Now batting, number 21, Nash Kindleberger.
That'll bring up Nash Kindleberger. Came in relief for Chase Lovegren. Dowling quickly with 2 up and 2 down in this home half of the second. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Sisseton will be hosting Big Stone again in the month of July, coming up in just a few short weeks. 1-0. Fouled straight back to the netting, and it's 1-1.
Yes.
To get you that exact date, Big Stone will travel to Sisseton on July 14th to complete the home and home. Swing and a miss on a fastball upstairs. 1-2 the count to Kindleberger. Dowling looking to make quick work of Big Stone this inning. He's ready to go, working from the windup. 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2 count on Kindleberger. Count is even here on Nash. 2-2. That one misses just outside. 3-2. The count fills on Nash Kindleberger. Good battle here between Nash and Darwin. 3-2. This is upstairs for ball 4 and a 2-out walk for Nash Kindleberger. He's aboard for the first time in game 2.
Now batting number 20, Sawyer Henningsen.
That'll bring up Sawyer Henningsen. He has 1 on, 2 outs. 8th man in the order for Arvin Mueller. Fouled straight back to the backstop, and it's 0-1. Henningsen also came in game 1 as a pinch hitter. So we got to see the tail end of game 1 and gets the starting spot in game 2. Cody Wick waits on deck right behind Henningsen. 0-1. Swing and a miss, flat-footed flail on the off-speed, and it's 0-2. Darwin quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Checks the runner at first and comes set. 0-2. Off speed, off the glove of Anderson, gets away towards the backstop. Going to second is Kindleberger. He'll make it there easily. Runner in scoring position for Big Stone once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. The pitch. In there for strike 3. Down goes Henningsen on strike. Second strikeout for Darwin. The side's retired, so a runner in scoring position. But Max Darwin keeps a goose egg on the board in this second inning for Sisseton. We go to the top of the 3rd. Sisseton still trails 1-0. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address due. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Headed out on the road or to the big game? Stop by Stilson Service in Sisseton. Fuel up with top quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your game day snacks, hot coffee or a quick bite, and stock the cooler with ice cold drinks. Hitting the lake? Stilson Service has live bait and fishing supplies too. Locally owned and proud to support our Sisseton Redmond athletes because teamwork and community go hand in hand. Stilson Service, Highway 10, Sisseton. Your one stop for gas, gear, and good times.
Top of the 3rd in game 2 from Ortonville this evening. Michael Rosencrans with you in the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your Monday evening with us here on the radio or on YouTube at B103 Radio KBWS. Wherever you are, we appreciate you watching, listening to this doubleheader. Right now, through 2, Big Stone has a 1-0 lead in game 2, making his first plate appearance now in this doubleheader. Kester Saribin, who's the extra hitter for Sisseton in game number 2. First pitch from Kindleberger in there for a strike. Gets a pretty nice welcoming from Kindleberger, a fastball right down Broadway. 0-1. Misses up high. Good take by Saribin. 1-1. Kester's found his knack for putting the ball in play recently. It was a struggle for him at the beginning of the season, starting to slowly find a groove. 1-1. That rides low. 2-1 the count to Saribin. Levi Nelson waits on deck. That would begin the second trip through the order for manager Trent Bestland. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Ugly looking swing there by Saribin. Well late on the fastball. And it's 2-2. Tough pitch to hit. Try to go chasing for it. 2-2 the count to Saribin. Kindleberger's ready, working from the windup. The pitch. Off speed, and that throw was behind Saribin, looks to be. Didn't get hit, though, so instead it's 3-2. Let off the hand a little awkwardly from Kindleberger there. Count fills on Cerebin. Rest that bat on the right shoulder. He's ready. Break even. Misses low. Good at bat for Kester Cerebin. He's aboard with a lead-out walk. A lead-off walk, I should say.
Now batting number 12, Levi Nelson.
That brings up Levi Nelson. Top of the order here for Trent Bestlin's Sisseton Post 50 American Legion baseball team.
Matt's open.
Levi flew out to center field his first time up on that dazzling catch by Nick Hoffman. First pitch to Levi. Fastball jackknifing out of the way is Nelson. 1-0 the count.
Here we go, Nash.
Cerebin aboard on first with that leadoff walk. Just what Sisseton needs in this third inning. 1-0. In the dirt, that gets away from Haugen behind the plate. Cerebin will chug on down to second. He'll make it standing on the wild pitch. Prime position now for Sisseton Post 50. Runner in scoring position. Good hitters count to Levi Nelson. 2-0. Nobody out in the top of the third. Kindleberger trying to reset here. 2-0. That one, oh man. Missed a touch inside. If that was inside, that didn't miss by much. 3-0 the count to Levi Nelson. Kindleberger checks Cerebin at second, and he's ready. 3-0. Taken all the way, right down the pipe for strike one.
All the way back, Nash. Here we go.
Nash once again trying to battle back in a 3-0 count in which he finds the zone on that fourth pitch. 3-1. Missed high, ball four. Back-to-back walks for Kindleberger, and there's two aboard, nobody out. And that'll prompt another mound visit for Arvin Mueller. This could be the end of the night for Kindleberger, depending on who might be coming in, and it looks to be that's the case. It is. That'll be the end of the night for Kindleberger. So while Big Stone makes the change once again, we'll step aside. We'll get you the new name and number back in 30 seconds from Superstar Country B103.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal from our full menu. Need a place to stay? LTR also has daily camping sites and cozy cabins for rent, plus a boat ramp for easy lake access. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports.
Another call to the bullpen for Big Stone, brought to you by Sisseton Livestock Auction. That is going to be Brody Vansness, who takes over on the mound for Nash Kindleberger. So once again, the changes, just the switch from second to the pitcher's mound. Kindleberger from pitcher to second, and now Vansness from second to pitcher. Those are your only defensive changes. Once again, defensive changes brought to you all season long by 605 Design Apparel in Sisseton. Big Stone leads 1-0. It's been that way since the first, but Sisseton threatening in this top of the third. They have two aboard on first and second. Nobody out for a red-hot Carter Stickland. Tough task at hand here, coming in relief to face one of the hottest hitters on this Sisseton team. First pitch off speed, misses low for ball one. Vansness with a big task at hand. Try and get out of this inning, no damage done. Another off speed, misses high for ball two. Good hitters count to Carter. Singled his last time up back in the first, had two stolen bases as well. 2-0. Off speed, misses upstairs again. 3-0 the count to Carter Stickland. Vansness having a little trouble finding the zone right out of the gate. And with nobody out, let's see if Sisseton will be aggressive here. 3-0. He takes that one inside, a four-pitch walk. That's the third consecutive walk for Big Stone pitching, and the bases are now loaded for Max Darwin. few series ago, had a home run, has power in his bat. Infield in, first pitch to Darwin. High and inside, ducking out of the way. 1-0. Sisseton at third. Nelson at second, stick one on first. Nobody out in the top of the third. Sisseton looking to cash in here. 1-0. Inside, 2-0. So 6 straight balls for Vansness to start out his outing. Looking to find the zone. Working from the windup. 2-0. That one is behind Darwin. And it's 3-0.
Here you go, bro.
No place to put him. Bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the third. 3-0 count to Max Darwin. Here it is. Taken all the way on the outer edge for a called strike. Darwin nods the head as he watches that one go by. 3-1 the count to Darwin. He's ready. The pitch.
Yep.
That one misses just inside. Looked to be picture perfect. But instead, it's the 4th straight walk. Sisseton scores from third, though, and this game is tied at 1. That brings up Kellen Remp. He's also got some pop in his bat. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Cowan. Skied towards shallow left. Coming on in a few steps and dropping in front of everybody for a base hit. Carls misread the ball, and runners go station to station. Scoring from third is Nelson, and it's quickly 2-1. Sisseton post 50. Five straight have reached this inning for Sisseton. Here's Rylan Anderson.
Got it in fast.
First pitch to Rylan. Flied. Back out of play. Back by home plate.
Game changer.
0-1.
That's okay. You're fine. We just want to make sure.
Strike one, Anderson. Misses just low. 1-1 the count to Rylan. 0 for 1 in the night so far with a ground out to first his last time up. Big opportunity for him here. Nobody out, the bases loaded. 1-1. Line, fair ball down the right field line. Anderson will make his way to first. Stickman scores from third. Here comes Darwin. There won't be any play. Anderson on his way to second. And stopping at third is Kellen Remp. It's a 2-run double for Rylan Anderson. It's a 4-1 lead.
Now batting number 11, Bryson Hansen.
Sisseton finally cashing in on their runs in this one. They got the opportunity with all the walks, and so far everybody has reached. Hansen swings and fouls the first pitch back out of play behind home plate.
Aiden, are you okay? Are you sure? You have something in there, no?
Sisseton scored 4 in this third. That pitch misses for ball 1. It's 1-1 the count to Hansen. Vansness skips that pitch in the dirt. That gets away from Haugen, but not far enough for Remp to try and race home. 2-1 the count. It's been 16 tough pitches for Vansness on the mound. And in those 16, he's given up 4 runs. 2-1. Fly it in the air towards center, ranging in a couple steps is Hoffman. Coming in, he drops the ball. Remp races from third to home. He'll score without a throw, and the dominoes keep falling for Big Stone. It's 5-1 Sisseton.
Next up, number 22, Luke Nielsen.
That brings up Luke Nielsen. The inning keeps going. There remains with nobody out. Nielsen swings and misses at the first pitch low for strike 1. officially ruled an E8. Is what Hansen reaches on. A 1. Misses just outside. 1 on the count to Luke Nielsen. Reached on a walk his last time up. Nielsen skies that one towards the first base dugout. Will it stay in play? It will, but not far enough to where Carls can make a play on that. 1-2 the count to Luke Nielsen. Had a rough game 1, struck out 3 times in that one, and this one so far has reached on a walk. 1-2 the count to Nielsen. Big Stone looking for that big first out. 1-2. Inside and hits him. Nielsen is aboard, and once again the bases are loaded back up. That's going to bring up J.J. Ham.
Next up.
Still nobody out in this top of the third. 5-1 Sisseton. First pitch to Ham, skied up in the air. Coming on in is the pitcher, Vansness, and he'll run and make the catch on the infield. So there's finally the first out in the inning for Big Stone. After 8 consecutive hitters have reached first outs recorded, here's Ryder White, swing and a miss on an off-speed. It was kind of a confused swing. Didn't really know what he was going to try and do with that off-speed. 0-1 the count. Vansness trying to get out of this inning. 0-1. Foul back to the fencing, and it's 0-2. Good job by Brody to get ahead in the count. Has to try and get out of this inning. He's allowed 5. He wants to keep the deficit at a minimum. 0-2. Misses inside. 1-2 the count to Ryder White. Struck out his first time up. Kester Cerebin waits on deck. He's the man that started it all this inning. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. First strikeout for Vansness, and there's 2 away.
42, Kester Cerebin.
That brings up Kester Cerebin. Cerebin started this inning out with that leadoff walk, and here he's back up again. First pitch grounded softly to Vansness, plays it in a couple hops, fires to first in time for the out. That put out goes 1-3. The side is retired, but not before Sisseton sends 10 men to the plate and plates 5. They have a 5-1 lead after 2.5. Halfway home in this one. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Traverse Electric Cooperative has been powering our rural tri-state area for generations, and now their commitment goes beyond reliable, affordable electricity. They're here with professional electrician services too. From installations and repairs to maintenance, Traverse Electric's licensed and bonded team is ready for your residential, commercial, ag, generator installs, and new building projects. Quality service, hometown values, and a team you can trust. Call Traverse Electric Cooperative today, working together to keep our communities connected.
Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union believes in people helping people. That means putting you first. As your local community-based credit union, they're here to serve your financial needs with personal service and trusted solutions. Visit the newly remodeled office, use the 24-hour ATM, swing by the drive-up window, or stop inside during business hours. Whatever works for you, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help. Call or visit today and see how they can improve your financial future. Because at Coteau Valley, you're more than a customer, you're family. Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union, local, trusted, here for you.
Bottom of the third here in Ortonville, just past the 9 o'clock hour. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on Superstar Country B103, 102.9 FM, KBWS. Sisseton, Britton, Webster, 5 runs on 2 hits in that third inning for Sisseton post 50. They have a 4-run cushion. Max Dowan back to work. And first things first, he's going to lead off He's going to lead off against Cody Wick, making his first plate appearance in this doubleheader. 9-1-2 hitters. Wick, Hoffman, Brandwright due up in this home half of the third. 1-0 misses low again. 2-0 an early good hitters count to Cody Wick. Big Stone started out the game scoring first. They now trail by 4. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. 2-1 the count to Cody Wick. Dowan's faced 4 hitters each inning so far. Foul back and out of play. Straight back. Dowan evens the count at 2-2. Elevated that fastball in a pretty good spot. Wick couldn't lay off it. Dowan's back to work. He's quickly ready. 2-2. Fastball outside. Count fills at 3-2. Hoffman waits on deck. And swung on and missed. Down goes Wick on strikes. That's the third of the night for Dowan. 1 up and 1 down.
Now batting, number 24, Nick Hoffman.
That brings up the top of the order, and Nick Hoffman. Sun once again behind the clouds in game 2. Started out a little on and off, and now we get a little bit of a breeze here in Ortonville. And if we could all communicate with Mother Nature together and let's keep that breeze going, because that feels really nice. 1-0. High and outside on the fastball. 2-0. Good hitters count to Nick Hoffman. Singled his last time up in the first inning. 2-0. Fastball finds the outer third for a called strike, and it's 2-1.
Here we go, Nick.
Dowan quick to work from the windup. The 2-1. Foul backing out of play back behind home plate, and it's 2-2. Dowan once again battles back in the count from down 2-0 to even it at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Grounded and a high chop to third, but foul. We'll do the 2-2 tango all over again. Dowan looking to potentially go the distance here in game 2. 2-2. Grounded on a high chop to short. Grabbed by Stickland. Strong throw to first. And couldn't be picked by Hansen at first. And aboard with another
Braxton Brandwright.
knock is Nick Hoffman. And that should be officially ruled an E6. That throw was pretty low by Stickland. That brings up Braxton Brandwright. And a throw back to first, low again, but a good scoop by Hansen. Yes, officially ruled an E6 on that last play by Stickland. On the low throw. First pitch to Brandwright. There he goes from first. Pitch high. Anderson couldn't field it cleanly. And aboard at second with a stolen base is Hoffman once again. That's his second of the night. Runner in scoring position for Big Stone. 1 out in the bottom of the third. 1-0. Grounded sharply to third. Gobbled up by Remp. Strong throw across the diamond in time to get the runner at first. And staying put, I should say, is Hoffman at second.
Number 16.
And there's 2 gone.
Carls.
Alex Carls now up. For Big Stone as a runner in scoring position for him as well. Now there's 2 outs in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Alex. Missed high with the fastball. 1-0. 5-1 Sisseton. We're in the bottom of the third inning on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Game 2 of 2. 5-inning ball game for game 2. 1-0. Fastball rides outside. Another good hitters count. And again, another 2-0 count to start for Max Dowan. See if he can battle back in another one. It's been a lot of 2-0 counts that he's been able to battle back in. 2-0. Grounded towards second base, playing on a couple hops to his left is Nielsen. Soft throw to first in time. That's a nice end to the inning for Max Dow, and Big Stone leaves a runner on second. They threaten but do not score. Let's go to the top of the fourth. 5-1 Sisseton, back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
The Sisseton Dental Clinic is proud to provide a state-of-the-art facility for the highest quality dental care available. It is one of their top priorities to protect the well-being of our valued patients. For this reason, Dr. John Weber and the staff meets and surpasses all OSHA and CDC standards. You will feel right at home in their office as they welcome all patients as family. The Sisseton Dental Clinic. Friendly staff, beautiful smiles, and a welcoming environment.
Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness Center was established in 1999. They provide state-of-the-art exercise equipment in a quality, safe, and professional environment. They have personal trainers and a registered dietitian available and have daily classes with challenges in walking and running clubs. Now offering 24-hour access to all local residents. Call 698-3922 and get fit and healthy again. Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness is proud to support all area high school athletics.
Top of the fourth, here we come from Ortonville in game 2 of 2, 5-1. Sisseton leads, been that way since the third. Vansness back to work on the mound. And a couple defensive changes to let you know about defensive changes, brought to you by 605 Design and Apparel. Ashton Sletton into the game at third. Connor Ohm looks to be in short. Yes, he is. Good to see him back out there after cramping up in that first game. Avier Hughes also into the game at second base. So Carroll's is now in left. Hoffman remains in center. And Steven Hernandez back into the game. He's in right. Those are your defensive changes once again, brought to you by 605 Design and Apparel. Levi Nelson set to lead things off in this top of the fourth, up for the third time in game 2, beginning the third trip through the order. Nelson, Stickwin, Darwin due up in this top half of the fourth. Vansness back to work. First pitch to Nelson. Grounded in a high chop to third, but foul. It's been a lot of off-speed from Vansness. And Nelson was ready to turn on it. See if he gets another one here. 0-1. He did, and oh man. That one missed outside. And from my vantage point, the catcher's mitt of Josh Haugen didn't even move. 1-1. Flied in the air towards center. That's falling fast, but Hoffman comes in, drops the ball. Hoffman had it in his mitt, but couldn't squeeze the glove, and Nelson is aboard on looks to be another error by Nick Hoffman.
My son number 2, Carter Sticklin.
Nelson aboard on first. First pitch, runner goes. Sticklin swings and misses. Throw down to second. Up the line, not in time. Nelson is aboard second with a stolen base. So that's officially ruled an E8, and Nelson is now at second on the stolen base. 0-1 to Carter Sticklin with a runner in scoring position already. 0-1, line in the center field. That's going to get down for a base hit, played in a hop by Hoffman. Stop sign for Nelson at third. Stickwin trots into first. A single for Carter. And runners at the corners with nobody out in this top half of the fourth.
Number 3, Max Dahlin.
Every time Sisseton Post 50 gets a hit this game, $5 will be donated to the Browns Valley Education Foundation, courtesy of Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union in Sisseton. There goes Stickwin from first, pitch in the dirt, and Stickwin makes it to second without a throw. 2 in scoring position for Max Darwin. 1-0. Inside, hits him. So Darwin's aboard on first with the hit by pitch. He reaches for the second time tonight. And once again, bases are loaded for Sisseton. There's nobody out. Scoreboard off to our left-hand side shows there's 1 out, but on my scorecard you have an E8 to start the inning, a stolen base, a single and a stolen base, and a hit by pitch. So no outs recorded in this top of the 4th. Another mound visit for Arvin Mueller. And we'll see if he makes another change. Infield coming in. And he indeed will. That'll be the end of the night for Vansness. He's responsible for all 3 runners on base. And Nick Hoffman going to be taking over on the mound. We'll keep you right here for this one. We'll keep you right here. So Nick Hoffman will come in from center field to pitch. And going out to center now is Vansness. So that's the only defensive change. And a different approach here for Hoffman, the first lefty we've seen all night long. Line not officially closed yet for Vansness. He's allowed 5 so far, but he's responsible for all 3 runners on base. Sisseton once again scoring 5 in an odd-numbered inning. They scored 5 in the 3rd. They've scored all their runs in this doubleheader on an odd number of an inning. In game number 1, it was 1 in the 1st, and then 4 in each of the 3rd, 5th, and 7th. And now here in game 2, it's 5 runs in the 3rd. Might have to check with the coaching staff to see if odd numbers are a thing now. And it was an odd number in which the final score was for Sisseton at 13 in game number 1. I'm sensing a pattern here, aren't you? I think so. All right, so coming up here is Callan Remp with the bases loaded. Hoffman still finishing his warm-up tosses to catcher Josh Haugen. Probably have a couple more before he's ready to go. And a pretty good decision for Arvin Mueller. Again, he goes to another arm, but at the same time, it's a lefty-lefty matchup. Hoffman to Remp. Bases loaded, nobody out for Sisseton. First pitch from Hoffman to Remp is grounded to first, knocked down at first by Carls. Tried to throw home, but able to tag Remp out at first. Nelson does come home from 3rd, so it's 6-1 Sisseton.
There's 1 out now.
1 out in the top of the 4th. On the unassisted ground out. That brings up Rylan Anderson. Had a double his last time up. Stick one on 3rd, down one on 2nd. First pitch to Rylan. Oh man. That looked like to be another really solid pitch, just did not get the call. Hoffman leans in, gets the sign, and sets. 1-0. Fastball rides high. Leaping out of the crouch is Haugen. Good hitters counting to Ryan Anderson. It's 2-0. Stick one on 3rd, down one on 2nd, 6-1.
It's not going or twisty, it's just...
Sisseton post 50. 2-0. Launched foul and on a play first base side. It's 2-1.
Yeah.
It was a 5-run 3rd inning, and now 1 in the 4th for Sisseton. 2-1. Misses high with the fastball. 3-1 the count to Anderson. First base is open, but the margin for error becoming even thinner now for Big Stone. 3-1. In the dirt, you walked him. Anderson aboard for the 2nd time tonight. Bases are reloaded once again. That brings up Bradley Hansen. He's reached all twice he's been on today, a single and on an error. Good opportunity for him here with 1 out and the bases loaded. Hoffman's first pitch to Hansen finds the zone for a called strike. Hoffman needs to try and get ahead in the counts here. Fallen behind in the counts early, so starting off with a first pitch strike is what he needs. 0-1. That one misses the zone outside. 1-1 the count.
There we go, Nick.
To Bryson Hansen. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, good. Blocked by Haugen. 2-1 the count to Bryson. Stick one on third, down on second. And courtesy runner at first, I beg your pardon, is L.J. Crooks, so he's at first now. 2-1. That one missed just outside. 3-1 the count.
Nice spot, Nick. Here we go. Keep firing.
To Bryson Hansen, no place to put him. Bases loaded, one out in the top of the fourth. 5-run lead for Sisseton. 3-1. Line sharply towards short, gobbled up by Ohm. Strong throw to first. Gets the out in time. Nice play by Ohm. The runner does come home from third. It's Stickland. He scores, and it's 7-1 Sisseton. 2 gone in the top of the fourth.
Luke Nielsen.
So Dowan is now at third. And Crooks now at second. That putout goes 6-3 for Bryson Hansen. Luke Nielsen at the plate. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Sisseton's found another opportunity, and they're cashing in. 1-0 at the letters. Called a strike, though, by home plate umpire Josh Mueller. 1-1 the count to Luke Nielsen. In the 7-hole, he's reached twice today on a walk and hit by pitch. 1-1. In the dirt, and that hits him again. So Dowan was streaking for home. He'll have to retreat back to third. And Nielsen's aboard for the second time, the third time tonight, the second on a hit by pitch. Bases loaded once again for J.J. Ham. Quick mound visit here for Hoffman and Haugen. Haugen trying to calm Nick down and try and get this final out in this top of the fourth. It's a 5-run third and a 2-run fourth so far. Should Dowan score here, that would be the final run charged to Vansness. Line still not officially closed yet. First pitch to JJ is outside for ball 1. Ham tonight 0 for 2, strikeout and a pop-out. We're going to put the ball in play here to try and bring in some more runs. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the top of the fourth. 1-0. Up high with the fastball. Good hitters counting to Ham. 2-0. 7-1 Sisseton. We're in the top of the fourth inning. In game number 2. 2-0. Curveball. Oh, man. He's been hitting that outside corner, it seems, every time. Not a lot of movement from Haugen's glove behind the plate. He's just not getting the call. These are all very close pitches. Nowhere to put him. 3-0. Down low, a 4-pitch walk. Another run comes home, and Dowan 8-1. Sisseton leads. Crooks the courtesy runner at third. Nielsen to second, and now Ham to first on the walk. He reaches for the first time in game 2. That brings up Ryder White. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, inner third, called a strike. 8-1 Sisseton. They plated 3 this inning. Bases remain loaded. 2 outs in the top of the fourth. 0-1 count to Ryder White, who struck out twice tonight. 0-1. Misses low and inside. 1-1 the count to White. 9th man to the plate this inning for Sisseton. They sent 10 to the plate last inning. 1-1. In there for a strike, and it's 1-2. White took that one just below the letters. Hoffman ahead in the count, 1-2.
Here we go, Nick. One more.
We're going to get out of this inning. He's ready. 1-2. That one missed just a touch high. Haugen leapt out of his crouch to get that one, and I think that's what prompted home plate umpire Josh Mueller to call that one just high. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ryder White on strikes for the third time tonight. The side's retired, but Sisseton plates 3 in the fourth. They lead 8-1 in this one. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
At Dakota Bank, we're proud to be a state-chartered bank with the flexibility to meet your needs and the heart to invest where it matters most, right here at home. Through our Give Where We Live initiative, we're committed to making a positive impact in the communities we serve. From banking and insurance to mortgage and trust services, Dakota Bank is here for customers who value strong, lasting financial relationships, and as always, we're proud supporters of high school sports. Best of luck to all teams. We're cheering you on.
When life gives your car a tough break, count on Thielen Auto Body in Sisseton to get you back on the road fast. From minor dings to major collision repairs, their experienced team delivers top-quality workmanship with the kind of hometown service you can trust. Dan and the crew at Thielen Auto Body take pride in doing the job right, so you can drive away with confidence. Find them on East Highway 10 in Sisseton. Thielen Auto Body, where quality and care come standard.
Time for the home half of the fourth, and Sisseton scoring 3 runs in the top of the fourth. That breaks the pattern where Sisseton has scored all their runs in odd-numbered innings. And don't tell anyone, and don't you dare tell anyone that the broadcaster's jinx is not real, because it absolutely is. There are plenty of examples out there, too. So, Max Dowling returns to work, who now has a 7-run cushion to work with. In the bottom of the fourth, time running out for Big Stone in this doubleheader. Sisseton trying to sweep another doubleheader.
Josh Haugen.
Haugen set to lead things off for Big Stone. 4, 5, and 6, the heart of the order due up. Dowlin's first offering. Misses low and inside for ball 1. Haugen, Lovegren, Vansness due up in this home half of the fourth, where Big Stone trails 8-1 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Dowlin's 1-0 is fly deep in the air to right. Going back on the play, and it's over his head and splits the gap. Ryder White can't get it. Goes all the way to the wall. Rounding second, heading to third is Haugen. He will get there with a head-first slide. How about it, Josh Haugen, a lead-off triple.
Good boy, Josh.
Now batting number 23, Connor Ohm.
Josh Haugen showing off the power stroke.
Here we go, kid. Have some fun.
Here's Connor Ohm, one dangerous hitter after another. Ohm with plenty of pop in his bat. First pitch to Ohm. Fastball right over the heart of the plate for a called strike.
Here we go, be aggressive.
0-1 the count to Connor Ohm. Started off the game pitching in game 1, went 4 1/3. 0-1. Fastball finds the same spot again. It's quickly 0-2 to Connor Ohm. Dowling doing a really good job of painting that lower part of the zone. Dowling's ready. The strike 2. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on Connor Ohm. Another strikeout for Dowling. That's the 4th of the night, and there's 1 away. Sits down Ohm on 3 pitches, 2 fastballs, and he pulled the string on the off-speed on the third strike.
Brody Vansness.
1 on, 1 out. Here's Brody Vansness. First pitch to Brody. Fastball right down Broadway for strike 1. It's cooled off considerably now for game 2. We are certainly not complaining. 0-1 in the dirt. Good block by Anderson behind the plate. 1-1 the count to Brody Vansness. Grounded out his last time up to first. That play was unassisted. 1-1. Good take on the high cheese. And it's 2-1. Such a tough pitch to lay off of. Vansness thought about it, but pulled the bat back well in time. 2-1. Fastball misses high again. 3-1 the count to Brody Vanstis. Nash Kindleberger waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. This fourth inning brought to you by Venture Communications. 3-1. Missed low, ball 4. And a 5-pitch walk to Vanstis. Runners at the corners now with 1 out.
Now batting number 8, Xavier Hughes.
And pinch hitting for Nash Kindleberger is going to be Xavier Hughes, so he'll get his first plate appearance in Game 2. Started out in Game 1. He's got some pop in his bat. Here goes the runner. High pop-up in on the infield. Calling off is Hansen, makes the catch. And on the first pitch, there's the second out. And a big one at that. And now pinch hitting for Sawyer Henningsen is going to be Steven Hernandez. And we'll get a courtesy runner at third for...
Now batting number 30, Steven Hernandez.
For Haugen, that's going to be Aiden Nelson who takes his spot at third. Runners at the corners, 2 out. Steven Hernandez due up. Grounded to third plate and a couple hops by Remp. Strong throw across the diamond and a good pick by Hansen at first to get the out in time. A leadoff triple by Haugen, but still Big Stone cannot plate any runs. We go to the top of the 5th, 8-1 ball game. Sisseton leads back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Or want to turn your favorite memories into beautiful canvas prints? Stop by the Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. From business cards, flyers, posters, forms, banners, and programs to just about anything on paper, we have the printing services you need. Plus, we carry office supplies and can turn your favorite photos into beautiful custom canvas prints for your home or office. Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. We do more than a weekly newspaper. Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have a great selection of Sisseton Redmond apparel in store. Whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Check them out on Facebook today.
Nearing the conclusion of this doubleheader, we enter the top of the 5th in Game 2. 5-inning ball game for this second game, so getting ready to round out this one. Another new pitcher, a call to the bullpen brought to you by Sisseton Livestock Auction. Ashton Sletton takes over on the mound for Nick Hoffman. Once again, the only defensive change, Sletton from third to pitcher, and Hoffman from pitcher to third base. Those are the only defensive changes. Everyone else remains the same. Defensive changes brought to you all game long by 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. And due up in this top half of the 5th inning, Sletton's going to have to face 10-1-2. Cerebin, Nelson, and Sticklin due up for Sisseton in this top half of the 5th, who have a comfortable 7-run lead, 8-1 in this one. Stay tuned for the First Call to Parts Napa post-game show. We'll wrap up this one, recap this doubleheader for you, and preview the next matchup for Sisseton, which will be later this week on Thursday, back at Brewster Gunderson Field in Sisseton. There's talks about getting the scoreboards redone at Brewster Gunderson Field, especially ahead of time for the state tournament coming up relatively soon.
Sisseton number 42, Kester Cerebin.
Kester Cerebin leads off. It'll be 10-1-2 going up against Sletton. First delivery to Cerebin. Misses up high for ball 1. Kester also a member of the Sisseton Redmond basketball team. 1-0. Takes the first strike over the heart of the plate, and it's 1-1. Cerebin was up twice in that third inning. Had a walk and a ground out. 1-1. Off speed, bends out of the way, but called a strike on the inner part of the plate. Nice pitch there from Sisseton. And it's 1-2. Sisseton quick to work from the windup, holds the glove in front of his face, rocks and fires. Fouled straight back and out of play. Good battle there by Sisseton to stay alive. Sisseton rocking the road blues for the first time. Red numerals outlined in white. Again, the 1-2. Down low, good take by Kester, and it's 2-2. Kester's even the count. Ashton Sisseton trying to go after him here. 2-2. Missed down low again. Sisseton works the count full. It's been good, patient at-bats from Sisseton. He's not out trying to chase pitches. He's really learned some plate discipline, and he is waiting for his pitch. 3-2. Missed down low. Another walk for Kester Sisseton. Another nice at-bat. And he's aboard once again with a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Levi Nelson.
Oh, that was a good one. Come on.
And a throw back to first, and just getting back is Sisseton. It's been a couple base running stuff that Sisseton Post 50 has had issues with that they've wanted to clean up. They're such an aggressive team that sometimes they can get complacent on the base paths, and those do not mean the same thing. Levi Nelson takes the first pitch strike for a ball. It was the same thing back in spring ball, too, for the SBW Mallards, of course, coached under the direction of Mark Nelson. He saw the same thing, and again, he preached it. Aggressiveness does not mean the same thing as complacency in the base path. 0-1 misses high and inside. 1-1 the count to Levi Nelson. Reached twice today, once on a walk, once on an error. Has Sisseton at first with nobody out. The 1-1. Inside, hits him. So Nelson will trot off to first as he wears that one as he's hit by the pitch. So the first two are aboard with nobody out.
Now batting number 2, Carter Stickland.
That brings up Carter Stickland. He's reached all 3 times today, twice in a single, once on a walk. First pitch to Carter, fouled straight back and out of play. Sisseton on second, and Nelson on first. 0-1 the count to Carter Stickland, who has been phenomenal this doubleheader. 0-1. That one misses just upstairs. 1-1 the count to Carter Stickland. Max Dowling waits on deck. Sisseton's ready. 1-1. Skied in the air, shallow left field. Going out is Oman to the outfield grass, and he will make the catch unassisted. There's the first out of the inning for Big Stone. That brings up Max Dowling.
Now batting number 3, Max Dowling.
2 ducks on the pond for Max here. First pitch swinging, fouls it back to the fence. 0-1 the count to Max. He's also reached twice today, once on a walk, once on a hit by pitch, also popped out back in the first inning. The 0-1. Misses low and outside. 1-1 the count to Max. Once again, Sisseton on second, Nelson on first. 1 out in the top of the 5th. Sisseton leads 8-1. The pitch grounded sharply off the glove of the third baseman Hoffman, and Sisseton on his way to third. He got a late break, but he will make it there regardless. A sharp infield single for Dowling, and the bases are loaded.
Now batting number 9, Helen Remp.
That brings up Kellen Remp. Righty-lefty matchup, Sisseton to Remp. First pitch. Misses. No, called a little bit high. Or did he call that a strike? No really clear indication. Here's the next pitch. Fouled back towards our way and just in front of the third base dugout. And the count, it is indeed 0-2, so that first pitch was called a strike. Or was it? Counts all over the place. Scoreboard shows 1-2. Here's the pitch. That one misses down low. 2-2 is the count. And indeed confirmed by home plate umpire Josh Mueller. It is 2-2. Bases loaded for Callan Remp. 1 out. 2-2. High and outside. 3-2. No place to put him. Sareben on third. Nelson on second. Dowan on first. 1 out in the top of the fifth. Sisseton leads 8-1. The break even. Way high. And that is not a walk. So that was ball 3. So now it's a full count. That last pitch was 2-2. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get time called here. And yeah, the umpires are going to have to convene about this because there was a lot of confusion on the count. Lightning. There is some lightning, however, in the skies. And wow, they're going to call the game. Yes, there's some lightning in the distance. And umpires convene to talk about it. And they're going to call the game early due to lightning in the area. So, final score in this one. Sisseton wins this game 2 by a score of 8-1. We'll come on back in 3 minutes to wrap up this broadcast and preview the next match. Back in 3 on Superstar Country B103.
At Woodland Cabinetry in Sisseton, we don't just build cabinets, we build futures. As an employee-owned company, every team member has a stake in our success. That means more pride in the work, more dedication to quality, and more reason to go that extra mile. Whether you're looking for a great place to work or custom cabinetry made with care, Woodland Cabinetry delivers. Stop by or visit woodlandcabinetry.com and see what employee ownership really looks like.
Sisseton Livestock Auction, always a proud supporter of all high school activities, including the arts, speech, sports, and music. All classes provide a very important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good luck in your game from everyone at the Sisseton Livestock Auction.
Spring is here, and so are the savings at First Call Auto Parts Napa. Right now, get 10% off select lawn and garden and marine batteries. Perfect for powering up your mower or getting your boat ready for the water. And don't forget your ride. Gear up for big savings on car care accessories with everything you need to clean, shine, and protect your vehicle. Stop today at First Call Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, or Wheaton and drive into spring ready for anything. Dakota Connection C-Store. On your way to the game or coming home from the game, stop at Dakota Connection C-Store for the snacks and drinks everyone wants. And you can top off the tank. Dakota Connection C-Store. Open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Friendly smiles and everything you need to make your trip a great memory. Dakota Connection C-Store. Hoping that all of our area teams have a great season. Dakota Connection.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Headed out on the road or to the big game? Stop by Stilson Service in Sisseton. Fuel up with top quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your game day snacks, hot coffee, or a quick bite, and stock the cooler with ice cold drinks. Hitting the lake? Stilson Service has live bait and fishing supplies too. Locally owned and proud to support our Sisseton Redmond athletes because teamwork and community go hand in hand. Stilson Service, Highway 10, Sisseton. Your one stop for gas, gear, and good times.
Back in the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth for the First Call to Parts Napa postgame show on this doubleheader. Final score in Game 2, 8-1. This game called early due to some lightning in the area, so weren't able to officially close the game, but the umpires got together, saw some lightning in the sky, and they called it right away. So, Game 2 ends just a little bit prematurely, but Sisseton was prime in hand to sweep that doubleheader, looks to be anyways, and they did just that, improving to 12-4. Big Stone falls to 3-7 on the season this evening. So, Sisseton with another successful sweep in the doubleheader, outscoring Big Stone by a total of 21-3 was the total runs by both teams. In this one, it was a big third inning again for Sisseton. 5 runs in the third, followed up by 3 more in the fourth to put this game out of reach. Darwin shined on the mound. He went pretty much almost the distance, but wasn't able to get his shot to officially finish the complete game chance in the bottom of the 5th, as this game was once again called early due to lightning in the area. Once again, final score of these games: Game 1, Sisseton wins 13-2. Game 2, Sisseton wins 8-1. Well, we're going to quickly preview the next matchup for Sisseton Post 50, and then we got to get back here for this one in this one. So, next matchup coming up, once again, is on Thursday. Sisseton travels back home to Brewster Gunderson Field to host storied rival Millbank Post 9. We'll have that for you right here on Superstar Country B103. Hope you can join us on Thursday in this one. Really quickly, let's take a look at the final hit totals for this one. Sisseton, 8 runs, only on 5 hits, however. Yes, you read that correctly. 5 hits for Sisseton on 8 runs. So, that'll be a total of $25 to the Browns Valley Education Foundation, courtesy of Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union in Sisseton. That'll wrap up our broadcast here tonight. Want to say a big thank you, of course, to those of you listening on the radio and for watching on B103 Radio KBWS on YouTube. Make sure to hit subscribe and hit that little notification bell so as never to miss a moment when we go live and cover local and area high school athletics. Big thank you, of course, to all the sponsors who make this broadcast possible. They include 605 Design and Apparel, Woodland Cabinetry, Sisseton Livestock Auction, First Call to Parts Napa, Dakota Connection C-Store, Venture Communications, Stilson Service, Lake Traverse Resort, Traverse Electric Co-op, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union in Sisseton, the Sisseton Dental Clinic, SWO Health and Fitness, Dakota Bank, Thielen Auto Body, and the Sisseton Courier. Without their support, these broadcasts would not be possible at all. So again, we thank those wonderful people so much for supporting American Legion Baseball all season long. Once more, a big thank you to Ashley Schmidt in the studios, pushing 1s and 2s, keeping us on the air, making this broadcast absolutely flawless. So Ashley, thank you so much for your help this season and all season long. It is truly appreciated. For one final time, I'm Michael Rosencrantz saying so long from Trojan Field in Ortonville as Sisseton sweeps the doubleheader over Big Stone by final scores of 13-2 and 8-1. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great night, everybody.